Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, chat. Chat, how we doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. It's the weekend now. Hope everyone's having a good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be in this place we call Earth. I am Poppin' P1. Man, so it's gonna be a fucking packed day for me. This week, or today at least. Sunday, I ain't not gonna be doing shit, but yeah, I hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. If they're going into the weekend now, I, I am. My work is being slow. However, that don't stop me from knowing that I have to do what I have to do, and it's going fine, going well. It is what it is with it. Now, some big news. We are finally making some headway. I am technically almost done with the short film. All I really gotta do now is finish. Let's see. I gotta get. I think I gotta get one or two more songs on there. No, I only gotta get one more song on there. I gotta get one more song on there, and then I have to get the visuals, and then after that, finish some final touches, and it's ready to roll out. So I'm gonna be working on that probably a little bit today, if I have the time, and then I'm gonna really be doing it on Sunday. And I'm hoping to have it out, like I said, this weekend. If I can get it out this weekend, hey, more to it because then I can start on this one. Because it gives me time to do what I need to do with it and start planning out on how I want this short film to go, for sure. But yes, this short film, the one I'm working on currently, I just got to do a couple more touches on it. Got to do a couple more visuals, get one more song in there, and then that one's gonna be ready to roll out. This will be probably one of the longer ones. On top of that, uh, as well. Danny, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a good one. How are you? Whew, man. Right now on Saturdays. Love it. You're just in time. We're getting ready to start up and kick off chapter 27, episode 15. I'm just making sure everyone's having a good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Mine's going good. Uh woke up to the rain. Got me my water. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, but that's fine. You know, I'll give me a little snack later throughout the stream. But it's going good. Going good. I was just talking about the short film. That's getting ready to be done. All I've got to do now is get a song done. I'll get a song in there, and then have to get some final touches. But this short film is gonna be different from all the other short films, based on everything that happened in the Cradle Parade. So, but I wanted to give the Cradle Parade the care it deserved. So I really honed in on making sure that this short film does its justice. It's gonna be completely different from the other ones, just because of how Cradle Parade uh, was done and handled. So I had to really make sure of hitting the points that I needed to hit. I'm finally on the home stretch on it, so I'm excited for it. I'm very excited. Whew, excuse my yawning. I'm very excited for it to come out though. But it's gonna be one of the longer ones. I think. Let me look. Actually, I'll look really quick and see how long we're pushing on it right now. I want to say we're pushing like maybe 12 minutes right now. Let me look. And I'll maybe show y'all a little sneak peek, uh, a little sneak peek later throughout the stream. Maybe we gonna see. Let's see. What the hell is that one chat? Oh wow. Well, that's funny. But it's also not funny that this man or bot, whoever the hell they are, decided to post that. Kick is interesting so far. I'm also not gonna lie. I think I might make the transition to just go back to YouTube streaming. Um, but yes, let me look. We are at 16:22. That is a pretty long video. I'm not gonna lie, because we also I think it goes up to 18 right now. Yeah, 17:41. I still gotta get one more song on there, so it's gonna be almost a 20-minute video. Uh, but I'm hoping that 17-minute video does its justice for the chapter. But yes, that short film comes out. I'm hoping to get it done Sunday. All right, chat. Enough dilly gagging. I want to get this ball rolling. So, shall we get started? We fix one more thing, and then we'll be ready to roll. There we go. You, oh, and you. All right, chat. We are now going to be attempting to finish chapter 27. I don't know if we're going to today. We're going to try. I can't do a long stream like I did last week, unfortunately. However, if we can make good headway today, that sets us up pretty nicely to finish it off on Tuesday stream. So, I don't want to keep us waiting any longer than needed. I have also got to fix my battle game music, because I had to turn that off while I was making videos last night. Alright, here we go, chat. 51%. Let's get started now, shall we? Episode 15, The Great Evacuation. Okay, here we go. Stand by. Stand by? Just how much longer we're gonna keep being on standby. In the spacious lounge, Noctis is throwing punches with all of his strength toward the air. Shit! Fuck the standby! Noctis, you're so annoying. Number 21 lies on the recliner, lazily wagging her tail. Can't you just settle for a second? You want to cause more trouble for me and number 21? Huh? Didn't I already take the fall for you guys? We're square now. Besides, I did all the cleaning for the extra month. Noctis raises an eyebrow. My partner is still missing. Shouldn't everyone out be looking okay? Now this is interesting. This is very much interesting here. Also, I need to know for the deduction. Actually, I'll ask you guys later. But I think I want to say this is probably right around after Cradle Parade. Okay, so Cradle Parade happened a year ago from the little flashbacks that we saw. Does Aeon Reforged happen during that year we were gone? I want to say that's probably that's probably the case. What's the deal with locking us up? This gotta be Kurino's doing, I swear. Noctis throws a perfect uppercut. That's the only conclusion you can conjure up with that thing above your neck?
What else could it possibly be? Most messed up things are usually connected to those guys. If you beat up 9, you might miss 1. But if it's 10, you're definitely hitting the mark.
Don't let Noctis go to the surface these days, and don't let him notice anything unusual. Someone wants to stir things up by exploiting his past. Don't give him the chance. Seeing Vera's expression, Noctis instinctively sniffs the air like a hunting dog.
Vera, why do I feel like you look weird? Are you hiding something from us?
Number 21 on the recliner turns her head too. Captain, you're anxious. More anxious than when you heard the Grey Ribbon Commandant was missing.
Finally, for once you agree with me, 21.
I've noticed it long ago. Noctis is just careless.
Seriously? I was the one who brought it up first, okay?
Noctis is like a child, arguing about that.
Say that again.
Noctis is like a child, arguing about that. The two square off, prepared for yet another days of bickering. Vera, having grown accustomed to the scene before her, shakes her head in resignation. Clean up after yourselves later? If you're gonna put the guy in a cage, you better have a good reason for it. Knowing this won't do you any good. That's for me to decide. Fine. We have identified the current acting leader for the Forsaken. It's Ballard. You shouldn't find the name strange, considering you've seen Noctis's profile. So, he's behind all the weird stuff that the Forsaken has been up to lately. Shh, I don't know much more, okay? Just keep a close eye on Noctis. Okay, now we're back at the past again. Whew. No man's violent cough reverberates throughout the entire command room. Reacting swiftly, the lieutenant standing beside him steps forward to offer help.
I'm okay.
Hans waves his hand, taking several deep breaths to regain composure.
How's the third transport operation of the Great Evacuation?
The transport fleet has safely arrived in Babylonia. The station staff have already begun unloading the basic articular industrial equipment.
I see.
Han nods, his eyes clouded with pain, slowly surveying the entire command room. Commander, the medical consumption hopes to schedule your next cardiopulmonary enhancement surgery soon. They say you've delayed it for too long.
Ha! I've almost had 20 years of those enhancement surgeries. A little delay won't hurt. Forget about it for now. Are there more new faces in the command room?
Yes, they've all been recently assigned here.
Why haven't I seen their personal files?
They were appointed while you were in the hospital last time. You had just undergone surgery and we were still in recovery phase. Then the third transport operation kept you occupied. There are barely any familiar faces in the command room now, each time he returns from the hospital. He finds a few of the old faces replaced. 3 this time, 2 last time, and 4 the time before. Despite being aware of the ongoing changes, the frequent hospitalization makes it hard for Hans to stop these things from happening. So he can only expedite the great evacuation even harder, disregarding the toll it takes on his already frail health.
Nonsense!
Commander, please, calm down! A mere flicker of temper causes Hans to neatly feel his entire body protesting, compelling him to suppress his anger.
Didn't I say last time that the personnel changes here must go through me?
Ah, shit. Now this is where we first meet Collins. So Collins was already making moves way before this was even going on. That's fucking insane. Wow.
Okay, here we go. Alas, don't make things difficult for the young one.
The command room door swings open abruptly, and a middle-aged man with blonde hair and a ruggish countenance barges in.
Ah, what's here to stare at? You guys want to throw a welcome party for me?
All eyes avert from him, except for the unwavering gaze of one person who continues to stare.
And who are you?
Ah, my bad. I forgot to ask them to send a notification.
He runs a finger through his hair and scratches his head, looking somewhat comical.
Just call me Chief Commander Collins, former Chief Commander Hans.
I haven't heard anything about the Parliament wanting to retire those old bones of mine.
Ah, that's why I'm about to deliver my apology.
Collins pulls up a document on the terminal, clearing his throat pretentiously.
Given that the former military and punishing defense Chief Commander Hans' health is no longer suitable for higher intensity work, you,
Collins glances up at the young lieutenant, who Hans has prevented from rushing over, and resumes his reading.
Collins, former senior advisor of the General Staff, is now appointed to assure some smooth progress of the great evacuation. Meanwhile, Hans has been reassigned to the General Staff, tasked with development of the construct tactics. Please complete the handover within 15 days. Well, former commander, you see, I didn't ask for this position. It's all voted on in the Parliament. I'm just their humble errand boy.
Collins, the biggest parasite since ever. Yeah, dude. He's been making moves way before. And we already deducted that he's already on the almost clearance level of Dr. Pickman, or Dr. Kurano, Kurgawaka Kurano.
Looks like you put in a lot of effort.
Oh, come on now. No one can match your contribution. You risk your reputation to announce the great evacuation plan to the public. I must say, I'm absolutely in awe and admiration for your daring move. It's such a pity that those ignorant folks can't seem to grasp your kind intentions. I mean, really, it's been keeping me up at night. So, let me take the blame here. You deserve a break. Oh, and don't worry about me not getting along with the others. I'm on good terms with everyone here.
No one in the command room dares to meet Hans' gaze.
Since the Parliament has made its decision, I have nothing more to say.
He raises to his feet, slowly straightening his back.
But let me warn you, don't even think about profiting from the great evacuation. I'll be watching you. Oh, how could I? It's all for the future. Please.
I'm not so old that I need someone to support me. I can walk on my own.
He walks down the stairs, leaving the command room. Hans is the GOAT. He's the OG man that's been holding it down. Watanabe can hardly remember his last time he visited the cemetery. So much has happened recently. The uprising of the rebels, the sudden plague, the once-in-a-century famine, and...
I never thought you'd fall too.
Watanabe stands before Ballard's grave, paying his respects. Damn, dude. Oh, crazy. Now, we know he ain't dead, but I'm sure to Watanabe, this is a big fucking shell shock. Really the GOAT? I'm saying.
I've come across rumors about the Purifying Force, so when they told me that you died during a mission, I knew there was something fishy. After Han stepped down, anyone could feel the changes in the military and the Parliament. After they breached the last internal fortresses, they started acting recklessly, and even...
Watanabe's expression controls into a frown as he stops talking. Okay, now this is probably right around where Nigel betrayed Ballard. He also betrayed Noctis. And Nigel got probably told by higher ups, aka probably Kurgawaka Kurano or Kurano's group, to get rid of unwanted stuff. So that's probably what's going on around this timeline. This is why Watanabe is seeing the grave now.
Life's been tough, and there are still good people around. Hazen, who's been busy working for Humanity's United Front, has risen to the position of president, thanks to his well-earned respect and reputation.
Okay, now I'm assuming this is probably Hazen.
I've had my fair share of dealings with him during missions. He's the kind of person who hides his true intention, but he doesn't go after his own people.
A single droplet lands on Watanabe's face, catching his attention. Without a chance to glance up, a downpour ensures.
I've gotta go. I'll come seeing you again next time. Also, I'll keep finding the truth. I won't give up, I promise.
Even as he turns to depart, he doesn't notice the presence of two figures observing him from a distant hill. I was gonna say, I figured he was gonna be alive.
So, how does it feel to watch someone turn mourn before your own grave?
Asks Siddle, who's been securing the top secret file within his coat, shielding it from the rain.
Quite surprising. I didn't expect to see this while meeting up with you.
Yet a death is probably also surprising for him.
If too many people know, the whole point of faking death would be completely lost.
Being a double spy like you must be quite challenging. I can imagine now both the Parliament and Colonel likely sees you as their executive pawn. But if it weren't for this, you wouldn't have been able to get your hands on the top secret file of the Great Evacuation.
To them, a dead man who can operate in the shadows is sometimes more useful and easier to manipulate than someone who is alive.
I'm curious. Why did you invite Watanabe to join us right from the beginning?
He may come across as having a mild temper, but deep down, he's actually more stubborn than anyone else. No matter how much I try to persuade him, as long as he believes that fighting for Babylonia can ensure humanity's future, he will never join us. Even though he has already realized Babylonia is no longer the world government he once served. He will still suffer and still fulfill his duty. His faith lies not in an individual organization, but in something far greater. Those with firm beliefs are rarely swayed by external advice. Watanabe is undoubtedly one of them, for better or worse.
But the if he uncovers the truth about the Great Evacuation on his own and learns about Babylonia has betrayed his beliefs and principles.
Father remains silent for a long time before finally speaking with certainty. Fucking hell, I'm yawning again, bro. Fuck.
If he comes to terms with it on his own, he will become my most reliable comrade.
I'm assuming this is whenever. Oh wow. Those blaring alarms resonate throughout the cabin, a familiar situation Siddle has faced numerous times in his flying career. Oh, now this was in his interlude. Wow, okay. But neither rebels nor infected drones or the starship would speak so earnestly. So I lose to the youngster in the end. His gaze lowers to his chest where the sharp pearl has pierced through, giving rise to a crimson blossom. Ballard, you're right. He truly is a stubborn one. Even though he's in the dark, even though he's been deceived, he still seeks the meanings and look to the future. He places his belief above himself. Is this real life or a shirt compared to him? I live in the dark era, but we need someone to look to the future. We need to leave hope and for a future for the next generation. I'm not a bunch of old dudes giving orders. The future belongs to the young who are still getting stronger. Siddle, you are their protector. Protector, huh? Fine. Even if it's a dying wish, I'll deliver it to you. Not activating the eject system, he harnesses his final reserve of strength to resist in speaking. Believe what you want to believe and never back down on it. Siddle! I still can't forgive. Maybe the person I can't forgive is myself. He expels the blood that has surged his throat and with a forceful cough, refusing to let it hinder his next words.
Go back, kid. Someone needs to remind us. Never let this land. Forget that he once fought for it.
The falcon made one last cry and returns to embrace of the land.
Bruce, I'm coming to see you all.
Damn, bro. Fuck!
I can finally hear the words that you didn't get to finish before.
Man! That's tough. That's tough, man. Fuck. He finally gets to know peace, though, knowing that he's gonna be with his son. Because he saw his son die for, it's kind of, you would think it'd be the reverse backwards of his son getting to see his father die, but nah, his father got to see his son die. But now they're together. All right, here we go. Episode 16, Forsaken. The desert night remains profoundly tranquil, amplifying the crisp crackling of the campfire. Watanabe stays watchful as he meticulously disassembles his joints, removing the accumulated sand lodged within. Lubricant, once plentiful in Babylonia, has become a precious resource after he escaped to the surface. Having fulfilled his last mission, he harbors no regrets about his departure. Now unburdened, he can finally unite with the abandoned surface. In order to avert further deterioration of a scraping frame, regular cleaning has become an essential undertaking. He repositions the dust cover to its original spot, giving 2 taps to ensure there are no malfunctions. It's pretty cold at night. Come join me by the fire. He speaks without casting a backwards glance. Eventually, 2 figures emerge from shadows of nearby blocks. Dark Faith! Hello, welcome. How are you? Hope you're having a good one so far. I was just telling Danny a little bit ago before starting this chapter, the short film should hopefully be done this weekend. I'm on the final run now. I'm on the final stretch. Home stretch now, finally. You sticking with the entire completion of this chapter today? Probably not. Just because so I can work on the short film before I gotta go. Because I'm after today or after the stream, I'm gonna be busy as fuck with birthdays. So we're gonna be doing only 3 hours a day. However, I'm gonna do what I can to finish the short film today as well. That way, before I go and leave, I have it on ready to go. So, but I'm gonna see. We might. I don't know yet. We're gonna see. We might be able to squeeze it out today. When I go up to get a water or to refill my water or to get food, I'm gonna actually get confirmation to see what time the thing is. And hey, if it's later than I'm expected, then we're gonna be going. Probably not enough time. It goes up to 27, 29, so it depends. What episode are we on now? 17? Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be a lot. Tall order. What we're gonna see. But I'm gonna talk to my mom and see what time we gotta leave by. So hey, you never know. I may just come out with a surprise when I come back from getting my water, saying, "Hey, we're good to go." So I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know probably around once I go for my. I keep saying break. I don't know why I'm saying break. When I go up and get my little breakfast, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, you're not missing much. We just started episode 17 or 16 or 17, one of the two. So you're right on time. Okay.
Well, how did you notice us?
The older person of the two, who seemed to be brothers, asked.
Let's just say experience is the best teacher.
Ain't that the fucking truth? After the 6th, also the final operation of the Great Evacuation, Watanabe left Babylonia. Okay, now we're at the timeline of where he is kind of like a wanderer. He made his way back to the Forsaken surface by blending into a transport craft carrying scrap frames. Okay, so now he's part of the Forsaken, I'm assuming. The situation on the surface has proven worse than expected. The Great Evacuation stripped away resources, technology, and order, leaving behind only scars, foolishness, and chaos in its wake. When flipping a switch fails to bring bright light, when turning a faucet no longer yields clean water, and when all familiar conveniences vanish in a mere half year. Crushed by despair, people either have chosen to end their lives or surrender to a life of reckless democracy. The opening act of the apocalypse takes the form of a competition known as desire, where inflicting harm and plundering others becomes a means to fill the void created by the overwhelming disparity. Hell has descended upon Earth. Naturally, many have set their eyes on Watanabe, or more precisely the parts on his frame. After dealing with several waves of blanted attackers, he has learned to distinguish between those enslaved by their desires and rational survivors. If you're worried about me being a threat to you, Watanabe tosses a bundle of dry branches over, causing the young one to instinctively jump back. Take this firewood. Need a lighter?
No.
After arranging the firewood in a small pile, the man retrieves a lighter from his pocket. Gotta go eat dinner real quick. Hopefully I don't miss too much. Oh, you're good. You probably won't miss much. I think we're still in the past and kind of teetering between past and present right now. So, not a whole lot's going on. Just more lore of how Watanabe came to be of the Forsaken. So, go eat your dinner. We'll see you around. Enjoy that food. The spark flickers into existence, yet no flames arise. The man persists, attempting several more times until a tiny flame finally emerges. Hastily shielding it from the wind and sand with its body, he cautiously approaches the pile of dry leaves. A gust of wind suddenly sweeps through, piercing his tattered cloak. The flame flickers briefly, then extinguishes, leaving the man frozen in place. Watanabe pulls out a flaming stick from his bonfire and rises to his feet, prompting the two scavengers to spring up nearly simultaneously, their hands moving toward their waist. However, Watanabe simply plants the burning stick in the sand between them and sits back down. Hey, Anakin! Hello! How are you, man? Hope you're having a good one. Hope the studies are going well. Hope it's just going good for you, man. I know they're coming up quick. I think you got them like you said 2 weeks ago. Oh, you said they're up in like 2 weeks, so I think you got them this week. I think. But I'm doing good. Hey, we're doing good. We're 33 minutes in already, and the fact that I've got 7 concurrent views is absolutely insane. I'm very grateful that people are watching already this early into the game. So, you know the drill, Sally. Hey, it's all good. Hey, we all know you're locking in on studies, chasing what you're going after. So, hey, just happened to say hi as always. I'm seeing more people. I'm saying we got some people here. We've only been live for 34 minutes. So I'm super grateful that people are tuning in on this early on my stream. So I'm very grateful. I thank everyone who's been watching so far. We're still a little over halfway. We still got some little time before we go to see more of us into the story. Also, Anakin, before you go, next short film's coming out hopefully this weekend. I'm on the home stretch now. This one will be longer than the usual ones, because it's like almost like a 20 minute video. It will be probably by the end of it. Finally beat a Trailblazer. If you want, I posted the video in Discord. No pressure, of course. Oh, hey, I'll for sure look at it. But yeah, short films. Let's go. Yeah, I know. This one's gonna be different. This one's gonna be very different from the other ones. Just because of how Crater Parade was played out. So I had to pivot a little bit on how this short film was made. However, it should deliver. Just on how it goes. Now I'm also going to be making. I'll also show a snippet, in the form of a short film or in the form of a short, and post it. That way people can kind of get a little flavor on what's going to go happening. I'll probably post that little short today, just probably at a random time. That way people know what to expect for it. Hey, I'll say this. I was finally able to make a pivot in a song choice. So it's gonna be interesting on it because of a little C. You know what? Here, I'll show y'all a little snippet right now. This is gonna be a different snippet before what I'm gonna be posting on the short. However, all right, here, let's do this before you get going. Let me switch to the talking seat really quick. Let me mute this game. Let me open up my editing software. So for those of you who are in this who are watching right now, I'm gonna get like a little exclusive sneak peek on the short film. You all gonna get a little sneak peek, but this is different. This is a little sneak peek, all right? But this is gonna be different from the one that I'm gonna be posting on the short. And also, congrats on the no hit on Trailblazer. That's fucking tough. Nice, dude. That's tough. That's fucking wild that you hit it on a no hit. I don't know if I could even do that. I just try to do any of the bosses on one run, like even in the story, without having to fucking do anything about it. Okay. Okay. Where's it at? Now I need to replay it for myself before I, swing or anything like that on myself. Okay. I do believe it is. Okay. Here it is. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a little sneak peek on the short film that is going to be coming out probably this weekend. Okay? Probably this weekend. Where the fuck was it? Here it is. Okay. All right, chat. This is a exclusive peek on the short film. Now, I'm gonna say this right now. Audio-wise, y'all ears are about to be blessed. Visual-wise, it might not be as blessed because it's going to be very hard for me to try to pin down the visuals on this short film just because of how limited of visuals I was given in Cradle Parade. However, that being said, though, I'm still going to do whatever I can to make sure the visuals are there. But audio-wise, sound effects-wise, voices-wise, y'all about to be getting a treat. All right, here we go. This is going to be what I am delivering. And now I'll even show y'all what the little sauce on this, all right? Right here. All right, I'll even show y'all the sauce of what I've got going on. All right, here we go. Here's the snippet. Oh wait, I gotta get hold up, I gotta add this on my software because you're not gonna be able to hear it. Even if I did, I gotta add a new one. What's this one? B for editing. Okay, here, virtual B, okay, make sure it's there. Okay, all right, here we go, chat. Are y'all ready? I'm gonna just play this little snippet just for you guys to know what I got in store moving for this short film because of how great Carrot is. All right, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, that's loud.
What was that noise?
Shit. Shortheart, we need to go now.
I'm afraid there's no time for that. She's already on our ass. Commandant, Lillian, be prepared to fight now. We're gonna be trapped here pretty soon.
What?
Okay, here we go.
I'm not good at fighting. I'm a
Get
support
ready, here
construct.
she comes.
Lillian, I'm gonna need you to connect with me now. Otherwise, we do not stand a chance.
Commandant, look out!
What? Thank you.
I'm gonna leave it at that. Hey, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Y'all ain't gonna see nothing else on that. You ain't gonna see nothing else on that. But hey, I'm telling y'all, this short film gonna be different from the ones that I've previously done because of how everything was playing in Cradle Parade. All right. Nah, this one gonna be crazy. All right. This one gonna go crazy. Y'all gonna have to let this, you're gonna have to let it simmer while leading up to this point, okay? So, the beginning, I'll show you the beginning right now. The beginning's gonna be a little bit slow just because of how everything's been going on, just because of how the story is set up to be in the beginning. But the beginning, let it cook. All right, let the beginning cook a little bit. So then we're leading up to what you guys just heard. And then going after that, I had to put a little bit more sauce on it. But I'm telling y'all, ladies and gentlemen, this one's gonna be worth the 20 minutes of everything because you're gonna be hearing nonstop Sound effects, you're gonna be hearing nonstop voice lines. Like the music's gonna set it really, really well. Especially that song. This song right here. This one sets everything up in place so nicely. And this was probably one of the toughest ones to do because you all know, with the short films, I do like really, really violin, piano, like I wouldn't say sad music in a sense. It kind of technically is sad music / romance. So it's like like this is one is all about feeling. I'd like to make you all feel something with the audio, with the music, because I let the music do its talking. However, now that with Cradle Parade, with how Cradle Parade was portrayed, I could finally start integrating my repertoire of getting more dramatic music in there, and that's what I did with what you guys just heard. So I ain't gonna say nothing else on it no more. We're gonna go back to this. I'm gonna load up back everything else. But yes, that is a little snippet y'all gonna get to hear. I'm gonna be dropping a different little sneak peek in a short later today. Shout out to one of my guys. If he's watching, I appreciate him for he gave me the idea. He gave me the idea of the posting a little sneak peek on do a short. So I'm gonna do that. I'll probably do that after the stream. That way people know to expect coming in. But yes. Carefree Die, you just missed it. Shit. Hey, we go back and do it for him. We're gonna go back. We run it back for him. You missed it. Oh, never mind. He already heard. He already heard. Never mind. He already heard. He already heard what's going on. Hey, this short film. Woo! Let it marinate a little bit. Marinate a little bit more. I was telling everyone that I'm on the home stretch now. All I gotta do now is get one more song and get the voice lines that I need for it. After that, getting visuals will be the toughest one for me to do. But all I've got to do is those 3 things, and we're ready to roll. I was gonna say, I hope we didn't miss the sneak peek. If not, I'll go back. I'll gladly go back and show y'all again. But yes, that's coming out this weekend for everyone who's here right now. But I'll make an announcement later today, and post another sneak peek through the form of a short. And hey, I'm excited. I'm excited to work on it. I've been working on it. I worked on it these past 3 days straight. Stayed up pretty late to get them out. But yes, I hope no one missed it. If you're new here, you're gonna have to wait and see. Unfortunately, hey, I may bring it back. I may do another sneak peek. Make another sneak peek for people who are new here or for later down. But yes, that's everything going on right now. So, anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back on the story now, so we can make some headway into this. All right. Well, I think I go back to my studies. If later you want to react to my run on stream, that would be fantastic. No pressure, of course. Much love. Hey, all good. Hey, we'll look it up. That way, if we feel like we're at a good spot in the story, I'll react to it. I got you. I got here right when you pulled up. I got it here right when you pulled up. Okay, cool. Nice. So, Etikin, all love. We'll see you around. Good luck on your studies. I know you got them this week. So, hey, we'll see you after your exams, and good luck. Good luck as always. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue on now. Let's do it, shall we? And also, Carefree Dad, welcome. Hope you glad to have you here. And I also have a question. So we just got done with Noctis saying that we're still quote unquote missing. Now, I'm assuming Aeon Reforged takes place while we were missing still. So while Cradle Parade was going on, Aeon Reforged was also going on. And then we also saw in Cradle Parade us saying that it's been a year since that incident, or a year after that incident. So I'm assuming Aeon Reforged takes place in the middle between while we were gone. or why we were missing, you'll get your answer in this chapter. Oh, okay, cool, perfect. Because I was reading it and I did some thinking while I was at work yesterday. I'm like, what the fuck is this timeline? I'm like, where the fuck are we in this chapter? And that's when it started coming into. It's like, is this during we're missing? Is this a year after we're missing? Okay, I'll get my answer by the end. Nice, good to know. Good to know. All right, well, let's get started then. After a moment of hesitation, the man strides toward the center, withdraws the stick, and retreats to his younger brother's side, his gaze fixed firmly on Watanabe. The second campfire finally ignites, illuminating their faces. Oh, wow, that's a nice detail. That is a very, very nice detail. It's the small things for me that make the story that much more good to read. When you get visuals like that, it's a small, subtle detail. Yeah, that's nice.
Thank you.
Okay, now that's okay. That's also interesting. They had to compromise a little bit, so they had to make it like a square. That's cool. I get that.
No problem.
The campfire crackles persistently amid the ensuing silence. Eventually, as the third spark disperses, and the man prods the firewood with the stick for the 5th time.
My name is Wyatt, and this is my brother Felix. What about you?
Watanabe.
Alone? Yeah. You sure got guts. Are you also searching for the oasis?
You too?
I heard they're soldiers from an old era with food, water, and guns.
I'm assuming that's Forsaken then.
More importantly, it's said that they still abide by the law. Even if it's just partly, that's enough in this messed up world.
The man moves closer to the campfire, trying to warm up.
Living like this, flying alone every day, not knowing if I'll survive the next, it's really exhausting.
His voice is incredibly hoarse as if blended with gravel and rust.
We want for sure freedom, but now we're desperately craving order, even if it means facing countless obstacles along the way. If given a choice, who would want to turn back into a beast living in the wild?
Did you get any lead? After a moment's hesitation, the man casts a glance at the campfire before him and then cautiously retrieves a warm and tattered hand drawn from his pocket.
I bought this map from a traveling merchant. The bastard took 2 bottles of water and a can from me. Here.
He points at the green mark on the map.
This is the oasis. I've heard it used to be a military base for training recruits, and now it's their headquarters.
I don't want to let you down, but that place is deserted now. All the equipment and supplies have been taken away. All that's left are dormitories waiting to get rusted and sand everywhere.
You've been there?
This is the only thing left behind. By the firelight, Wyatt sees a flag with holes in it. The only thing Watanabe brought back from the old familiar training base. I'm assuming that was his old training base he used to be in while he was training with Bruce and all of his guys. The Marcus flag is identical to the one in Wyatt's map.
That bastard!
Wyatt raises his hand, wanting to hurl the map into the fire, yet eventually he only exhales a resign of resignation.
Fuck this world.
Wyatt!
I'm fine. That traveling merchant probably didn't know the oasis was deserted either. Thanks. If it weren't for you, we would have made a wasted trip.
What do you plan to do next?
I don't know. Just keep moving, I guess. If we can't find a safe haven here, we'll move on to the next place or just die on the way. That's the fate of people like us who weren't chosen aboard of the airship.
Since our goals align, how about we travel together? You really are a kind person. Hey, kindness goes a long way, goddammit. The man lets out a chuckle and then shakes his head.
That's precisely why I don't want to walk ourselves into a mess. Without blood relations or other strong bonds, most travel companions end up turning against each other, fighting over a mere bottle of water or a can of food. When that happens, this current harmony will just be history.
I don't have that kind of concern because I'm a construct.
You?
So if you're worried about me being a threat, I can understand. Facing Wyatt's honesty, Watanabe likewise directly points out the potential concern for him. To avoid it, or to grasp the extended hand, to continue doubting, or to trust. Wyatt watches the campfire burn quietly before him.
So, if we find food and water, you'll let us have it?
In contrast to the worries that burden adults, children often have a much simpler way of thinking. Yes, they do.
Felix!
Of course. Those things should be given to those in need.
My brother says so, I'll go with you.
Or perhaps it's the simplicity that can rebuild connections in a complicated world. The lone traveler is no longer alone. Throughout his journey in search of the oasis, he has encountered people from all walks of life. Some joined the group because of a helping hand. Suma? Where have we heard that name? I know I'm thinking of the girl on the train that no one was part of, but I know she died. That name sounds familiar. That name sounds familiar, damn it. I'm thinking of the girl from the train in No One's Arc that fucking helped him a lot. But I don't remember her. Fuck! Thank you for saving me. Thank you. I thought some joined because of recognition of the same identity. Leon! Ah! I know Leon! You were also on the ground force? Which team? Some came to seek refuge. Can you take me in too? Too many people could vote my parts. You're a construct too, so you know what I mean, right? Some huddled together for warmth. Alright, you're the boss from now on. My bad for yelling at you all earlier. Ah! Yes, Sirski! Ah! This is where we see that shit, boy! Ah, dude! Cold scene! Soldiers, constructs, engineers, scientists, refugees, doctors, painters, writers. All kinds of people joined the group, supporting one another and surviving together. Before they realized it, they already let go of their initial goal, finding the oasis. And finally, they were given a name. So that's how Watanabe came to be for the Forsaken. That's fucking tough. What started as an act of kindness, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. What do you think? Sounds like some underground organization that will be hidden for a long time. I like it. At a time like this, not being noticed is a blessing. Hey, can you try to be more positive? But, well, it's true. We, the ones who remain on the surface, are just a bunch of abandoned souls. The abandoned people came together to avoid being forgotten. That's our first situation pretty well, doesn't it? Then, shouldn't it be abandoned? That sounds too bad. That sounds too bad. It's a bit of plain. Alright, forget I said anything. So, the name's confirmed. Wait, Watanabe, are you still holding on to that flag? You mean this one? He takes out the old flag that used to fly high at the Oasis camp. Time has worn out and the design is barely recognizable anymore. Well, we got ourselves a proper name, let's also get it embedded down. We all came together in our search for the Oasis, you know, even though that's history now, we still honor how it all began. What do you think, Watanabe? I think they'd be happy to be remembered this way. Hey, I think we can incorporate a desert theme into the design here. Flames! That's gotta be fluttering flames! Don't forget the Solomore of soldiers. Everyone chimes in with the ideas, even the unusually timid Jared joins in the discussion. When they present and the artlist in the camp with a collection of non-sensual phrases and assistance in designing, his furious shouts revert through the entire area, but that's a story for another time. Hello? Oh, Sharkbait, welcome back. Welcome back. You didn't miss much. We're just now still learning more about the lore of Forsaken, how it came to be, and how Watanabe came to be the leader of the Forsaken. On top of that, which I'll probably do a little bit later, I'm going to be doing another little sneak peek for the people who missed the first sneak peek that I did show for the short film, because that'll probably be done this weekend. But yeah, other than that, you didn't miss too much. A few days later. I still think it's too plain. A flag emblem. Being too complex is a good thing, either, you know. If you can convince Anthony to redraw it, you'd have our support. Leak for the short film, nice. Yeah, I know, I'm saying. Yeah, hey, this one's gonna be different from the last ones, so be ready for it. No, it's my problem for not having an eye for art. Then let's raise it up. Flag raises high, swaying gracefully in the wind amidst the desert. Forever standing tall and firm. Nice.
Nice, nice, nice.
Okay, here we go. It's a shame. I thought you, who've been following Watanabe for the longest time, would understand my choice. Oh.
Okay, we're back at the present now. So the fact that Suma's still alive too is good to see. So that's crazy that now Ballard is okay. Wow, that's nice. That's really nice detail that Suma's really playing the role of like you're breaking everything that he's basically built up. You're destroying everything. We didn't come together for revenge, and certainly not to throw the survivors back into war.
What about you, Jerry? Babylonia once took you in, but abandoned you when things went south. Don't you hate them?
How could I not? But I still don't agree with starting a war.
You're as cowardly as always.
Watanabe once told me, letting go of your hatred for others is braver act than dragging others into it for yourself. Man! That's when that really goes to show how kind-hearted Watanabe was, and he wasn't for war. He always wanted to deal with it first talking. And then if it didn't come to that, then they would put ass to belt. But now that he's not here, that's unfortunate because Ballard's getting ready to go to war. That's what makes him different from you. Jerry, don't even bother. An aged soldier, burdened with heavy chains, slowly approaches the door from the depths of the cell. Ballard, is this impulsive or predetermined? Or should I address you by your code name from the Oasis days? Generalissimo! Wait a minute! Yeah, Nigel. So, no, it wasn't Nigel, it was, Damon. Damon was the one that fucking said the name Generalissimo. That's fucking insane. So Ballard sent fucking Damon to New Oakley. But we averted that. We stopped that. That's fucking wild. So I was right whenever I said that was Generalissimo way, way, way back in the New Oakley chapter. When we first met him. That's insane. This won't get addressed here. Why it was mentioned before at the very start of chapter 23. Watanabe learned he was killed by human traffickers. Was he really? Chapter 23. That was Isla's chapter, wasn't it? Wind Shackles. Oh, that was whose fucking chapter was that? Alpha's chapter. Okay. Damn, dude. Why I got killed then? Fuck. I didn't even realize that. You all really go that deep into the lore of the story. Like, I know I'm a story addict, but like I didn't even know there's that detail. That's fucking insane. Y'all some crazy story addicts, and I fucking love it. That's awesome. That's great that that's awesome that you guys are here, giving me a little sauce on that too. I fucking appreciate that. Like, I know I like a good story, and I'm one big on, like, if I'm in the story, I'm trying to know every detail I can, but man, that's insane. I didn't even catch that. So I thank you all. I don't remember the big details. Hey, that's all right. Big details, small details, it don't matter. We're all story addicts at the end of the day. It was really irrelevant until now, so it makes sense it would be forgotten. Yeah, I'm saying, I don't even know about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started.
I'm sorry, but I must ask for you to stay here for a while.
Arwan, hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody replaying and watching again and again, you start realizing, yeah, I think that's how it is for a lot of things. When I rewatched, we were rewatching yesterday, actually, Wreck-It Ralph 2, I think, or 3, I think it's 2. And doing the lore and all that, and like you see it, I'm like, damn, Wreck-It Ralph 2 was kind of deep. I'm like, damn. I talked to my mom about that. I'm like, this is kind of deep once you really look back on it, and you actually see it from a different perspective. So it's very interesting, and that's what I like about stories is that once you see it once, it's like, oh wow. But then you watch it again and again, it's like, oh, I see the small details now. So it's very cool. It's very cool. Yes, some seemingly irrelevant names become important, which is also insane. Then it also goes to show how really good the story is, not leaving any character out to play a story and to play a part. All right, but here we go. Episode 17, Deadly Gift. Gladly, half the way. We're a little over halfway, but hey, we're a little over halfway on paper. Because it said 51% whenever we started the stream. So we might be a little bit over now. But we gonna see. But now we're back at the present. So here we go. Jada, how much longer will it take for the Commandant to wake Watanabe up? I wish I could know too. She tinkers with the devices before her, but eventually abandons the futile task, realizing that it merely provides a fleeting illusion of solace. His problem isn't due to the recent severe injury. The root lies in his prolonged surface activity without an inver device, and he's been frequently engaging in battles against highly infected targets. The fact that he hasn't turned into a corrupted isn't just luck. He's been employing methods that are strictly forbidden in the safety manual. Everyone enjoy the story? Hey, I appreciate that. I thank you. I hope you're having a good night. If you're working, hope you're having a good night. If you're not, also hope you're having a good night. Just enjoying, chilling at the house, doing what you got to do. We're making good headway so far. What? If it prevents infection, why forbid it? Just because God, I can't. I'm gonna butcher this word really bad. Schizophrenic. Ha. I didn't butcher it. Because of I'm now butchering it. Schizophrenic is a patient, while a corrupted is just an enemy. Treating the former costs much more than dealing with the latter. Schizophrenic? Can constructs really get sick? It's just an analogy. The full name would be mind trauma syndrome. Oh, okay. It usually appears in constructs who have suffered severe trauma or corruption. Symptoms include hallucinations, visual distortions, phantom pains, etc. But this also syndrome brings some negligible benefits. God, I cannot fucking speak! Firstly came the enhanced frame performance, much like how humans can summon extraordinary strength at the cost of self-inflicted damage during critical moments. This is very true. Secondly, it increases resistance to the punishing virus, allowing constructs to endure higher levels of corruption. However, it's essentially using poison against poison. Sustained damage will inevitably make the mind more fragile, and Jada looks at the still unconscious Watanabe and sighs. I guess it's been like this since he got to the surface. But that's not even my biggest concern. There's more? The corruption on him, there's a part that simply cannot be eradicated, no matter how much I try. I'm assuming it's the eye? Worry about your corruption levels first. Leon pushes Watanabe back into the chair as he tries to get up. The corruption level is still low. It won't have any impact on my condition. I used to be in the military. I fought alongside constructs. That wound on your head, it's caused by forcibly removing the inver device, wasn't it? Without that thing to shield you from the punishing virus, you better stay put for now. At least have time, and we need to at least have the scabbard serum, but there's only no way for you and Jerry to use it. You want me to watch you go into battle? For us, losing combat power for one construct is merely a minor setback. However, losing a leader is but a wound that will take the Forsaken a long time to recover from. You're just like that flag, and you don't have to leave the camp. As long as we see it, flying proudly and high, the Forsaken won't crumble apart. So please, understand you're important, boss. But a leader whose orb remains detached, unable to fight alongside their people, can hardly be a flag, right? Ain't that the fucking truth? I have to be there! We have to be there, god damn it! Haven't you done enough yet? Just quit it. Don't you know who he is by now? If you're not here to help me convince him, don't stir things up more. Who's got the time to waste on you two stubborn heads anyway? I'm here to report something. The smile on Sumo's face fades away. Boss, we found people from the Oasis. Or should I say they found us. Okay, now I'm assuming this is where Ballard, we're Watanabe meets Ballard for the first time again. Finley? Mister, what are you, oh wait, that's kids, these are kids. Okay. Mister, why do your clothes look like Leon's? Well, that's because, what's with that round little bell hanging on your shoulder? That's a grenade. Whoa, don't touch it, it's dangerous. What do you want now? Can I touch that gun? Definitely not. Definitely not. Upon Watanabe's arrival, he is greeted by this scene of chaos. Boss is here. Yeah, he came to catch a little troublemakers. Sumo extends her hands in a claw-like gesture and approaches the children who are clinging to the soldier. Crap! Run! Haha, you think you can outrun me? The children scatter under Sumo's pursuit, running far away from her. Sorry about that. They rarely see outsiders and got a bit too carried away. Watanabe! The soldier's voice takes on a tone of surprise mixed with heightened excitement as he begins to speak. Huh? It's me, you know? Zong! Oh! Interesting. Okay. This is where we meet Zong. Never mind, I thought we were going to meet Ballard. We meet Zong. He talks incoherently, waving his arm wildly, which serves to further confuse Watanabe. I can imagine. Zong? I almost forgot. I still have this on. Soldier yanks off his helmet, revealing yet a youthful and somewhat goofy face. Watanabe, I didn't expect to see you here. You're that kid from back then? Nah, I'm gonna say this again. Zong has the most expressionless face in the game so far. They've done more details on him than I can count, because he's got damn near like four different types of art on his faces that he does. He's got his serious, he's got his goofy, he's got his smirk, and then he's got like he's got one more, I think. Watanabe observes familiar haircut. A small figure from his memory slowly overlaps with the person standing before him. Smile one. That's right. The smile one. That's right. You recognize me now? A goofy smile graces his face. But why call yourself Zong? Actually curious now, which NPC/character has the most bites? I want to say Zong is 1 for now. Maybe Nanami. I think Nanami's got the second one. And then I don't know the third one. But I know Zong's first, and then I want to say Nanami's second. The smile freezes on the soldier's face. Because you saved me back then. I couldn't use your name to commemorate it, and you gave me a Zongzi. Later on, I enlisted in the military just like you, so I adopted it as my code name to remember that moment. Then I became a construct and joined Oasis. Oh, he's a construct now. To commemorate. Oh, I see what you mean by it now. Because they added more on top of her old ones. Oh, okay, so Vera's got the top spot now. Hey, I'll get to that chapter when I get to it. I know that's gonna be, oh, very important. Very important. Let's get back into the story here in a second. Very, very important question for all of you. Okay, now, in the next arc, I forgot the arc's name. In the next arc, in the floating record specifically, are we in those floating records? Are we in those floating records just like how we were in Noctis's floating record? Like, did we play a big part in some of those floating records on the next arc? Because it's very important for me to know, so that way I can start writing some things down on this. Because that's actually a really good time to ask you guys this question, and I should probably write this down now. Give me a second. I gotta get my pen. Okay, we're back. Are we? Do we know how many are we in the floating records? I just need to know a number. That way I can get it down. Because I'll give you all the reason why. Because For the next, or you mean in total? Yes, just for the short film. Oh, well, okay, I spoiled it. I gotta, I need to know the number, or I need to know how many, at least get a rough number of how many were in the floating record for the next arc, because that way, when I make a short film, like kind of like kind of like how the last short, the most couple short films ago was a little hype short film to set things up for everything out. I'm only on chapter 30, so I'm useless. No! Okay. That's all right. Don't worry. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Um that way I can get a count on the second to last story chapter. Oh wait, I'm on the second to the last story chapter, 0 clue. I'm on chapter 31. Ah, damn it. Okay, that's all right. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna wing it then. So, okay. So the reason why I asked was because if you guys saw the last, or not the last short film, the short film where it was kind of like a hype trailer where you saw me do this chapter or this arc where I showcased Watanabe's new frame, Q's new frame, that Lamia did, Isla did, Echo, where I did all of them in that video, in that little hype chapter. I wanted to see if any of the if any of the characters we play a part of, or we are in some of those floating records. I know we're in the main story, but I needed to know if some of those characters that are in the floating record we play a part of, so that way I could add them into the story. But if we're not sure, then I'm just going to keep the regular main story characters in that trailer, so that way I don't, have to guess on who's what, which where. But I know moving into the arc after that arc, which is the one I'm assuming, which is Selena's arc right now. I know that arc. I know we're probably in a floating record. So it's gonna be interesting. I can tell you the Bridget one commandant is there. Okay. Good to know. Okay. That's all I needed then, because like I said, I needed to know a count, so that way I could see how many I need to make how many I can showcase into the short film in that short amount of time. I need this. Also in the Han Ying one. Okay, good to know. Good. As long as I even two makes it nice, because now I can add those two into the short film or a little hype trailer for the arc. So that way more characters are shown, more people are gonna get more curious if they're new to see, like, oh, okay, this is where, okay, I see it now. Y'all gonna have to stream if I'm gonna make it more immersive in a sense. Basically, TDR is that I'm making another hype trailer film for to showcase the next characters moving into the next story, because once I'm done with this story, or once I'm done with this arc, we're moving on to the next arc, and that's where Luna's gonna be, that's where Teddy's gonna be. I think Lucia's in there as well. Oh god, who else is in there? Ishmael's in there. So all those characters will be into this short film. I just wanted to see if any of the floating record characters were in, or we played a part of, so that way I can add them into that short film to recreate basically the same thing that I did with this arc. So that's it. That was all I needed, though. But I thank you all for helping and letting me know. So we're gonna get and the Nami too. So we're gonna get back on the story. We're gonna make some headway now. After a brief moment of contemplation, Watanabe decides not to pursue further. It is not difficult to imagine how, in those days of limited communication, a child would speculate and wonder after witnessing someone on the brink of death and then bring him unable to attain any subsequent updates. Should I change it now? That's up to you. If it brings you more than just memories, I'd be happy about it. To be honest, I'm so used to it that I don't really want to change it. The young soldier scratches his head in embarrassment. Let's get down to business. What brings you to Forsaken? Oh, right. General Lizimo sent me to invite the Forsaken leader for a talk. He hopes that the Forsaken can join Oasis. Now, that ain't just gonna be like, well, I want you to join. Motherfucker, we either merging, because you know Watanabe is probably gonna talk, when he sees Ballard, he's gonna be like, well? Wait, that means you, right? See what I mean? He's got the expression, that's a new one I've just seen. He's got another expression. We got smirk, regular one, smile, the scrunchy one, and now we've got this one. So we've got like 5 different that I know of.
Oasis.
Upon hearing that name, Watanabe pauses, for it was once the place that the most of Forsaken sought. However, as they have relinquished their pursuit in that goal and began constructing their own oasis, the other party unexpectedly arrives at the doorstep. Watanabe?
Sorry, I got carried away. I need to discuss this with my people.
Join? Sure sounds nice, but let's be real. It's just a fancy way of saying take over. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't be so harsh. Weren't you also running around the world looking for Oasis before you met Boss?
Well, it's more like us who initially tagged along with Boss. We're in a similar boat.
If it were before, I would have probably packed up and left immediately upon hearing that news. But now, there's a place more cozier than this. I'd probably have to be either Babylonia or the train.
You wish. But if it's true that we don't need to look for the Oasis anymore, we got our own little spot now, don't we? Once I seal the deal with New Oakley, our food situation will be way better. Okay. Hey, Wyatt, why have you been quiet all this time? Boss isn't speaking because he wants to hear out our opinions first, but it's rare for you to be silent.
And I was thinking about that soldier.
You mean that goofy kid? He seems fine to me.
That's not what I meant. He's a construct and the parts on him seem brand new.
You're talking about...
Yeah, it's likely that Oasis has replacement parts for hibernization pods for constructs. They're a group of old-era soldiers most likely holding on to a whole bunch of resources that were left over from the time when constructs fought alongside the military.
The group falls silent, and after a brief pause, Suma breaks the silence. Well, in that case, there's really no reason to hesitate any longer.
Yeah. Although the circumstances leave me no choice, I still feel bad for sitting around the camp doing nothing all this time.
Before Watanabe could speak, Wyatt interrupts him.
I know what you're getting to say, but don't forget. The Forsaken not only means to remember the past, but also help those who are falling behind. Consider this as helping yourself this time.
Guys.
He's helping me too, right?
No one asked you. God damn! Poor Jerry. You heard Jerry, boss. It's not your problem anymore.
If you're heading to Oasis for negotiations, Suma and I should tag along as well.
Thanks, guys. Let's go check out this place that we used to yearn for.
That's so cool! That's so fucking cool, bro. Shit. Shit. Here we go. Two head honchos finally meet. Two long-standing friends finally meet. The atmosphere at the negotiation table weighs even heavier than everyone imagined. Hey, doesn't something feel off here?
You don't get it. Anyone can tell that the other leader is a seasoned veteran just from one glance. It's likely they're locked in a battle of wills or something. It seems Boss has met his match this time.
or more, it's just more like they don't know what to say to each other. The two whisper to each other in a hushed tone. Do you really think so? Why do I feel Boss seems a bit, restrained?
Are you kidding? Have you heard him? Have you ever seen him acting restrained?
Yeah, remember when we asked the old artist for the emblem design and he lectured us and Boss for half an hour? It's kind of like that, I guess?
Now that you mention it, it does kind of strike me as similar.
No matter how quietly they whisper, their voices can't escape the construct's audio module.
Watanabe. Seems you've been slacking off.
Upon hearing the familiar composed voice, Watanabe is thrown back to the past era devoid of the punishing virus, when Bala would often utter the same words to him. The talk of the ages, yeah!
Long time no see, Ballard. Seeing you alive doesn't surprise me at all. And I wonder why.
You should call me instructor. but it's not necessary now.
Having triumphed over the respective hardships, the two individuals who coincidentally cross paths once more exchange a knowing smile. I told you! That's awesome, dude.
So, why did you call me here alone? The previous negotiation was just formality. What I'm about to say next is the real deal.
Following a negotiation that resembled more of a catch-up session, with no tangible outcomes, Watanabe received a private invitation from Ballard.
Before that, don't you think it's about time you explain your, resurrection?
It's simple. It was a staged death. A staged death needed to be by both the Parliament and Kurino.
Kurino?
It's a big corporation around since the Golden Age. Okay, so now we know Kurino is a corporation. It ain't just one person. It's a goddamn corporation. Watanabe has heard of them, but doesn't get why they'd be mixed up with the Parliament. But who's running the corporation? We have no clue. That could be a bunch of people. We just know that this is a big corporation.
I'll explain the matters about them in details later. Now, here's what I want to put on the table. Oasis will be integrated into the Forsaken, and you're gonna be the one leading the charge.
Okay.
What? Don't get all surprised just yet. I'm not the type to hand over my soldiers out of some sentimental longing for the past. You've been the one guiding your followers through the chaotic early days, helping them secure a foothold and building cooperative bonds from various factions. All of this is enough proof for your competence and integrity. The Forsaken, huh? It's a good name. So, entrusting Oasis to you is the best choice for me.
Now, hold on now. So, I wonder if Nigel knows that Ballard's still alive then. Because I'm trying to remember if Nigel was sent by Ballard at New Oakley, or if he was just, a rogue at the time. That's interesting to me right now, because we know Nigel was at New Oakley. We know Daemon was sent by Ballard. So this is all very interesting right now.
Why suddenly let go of it?
Because both the Parliament and Kurino still think I'm their spy. When Oasis is weak, they can just ignore it. But when it grows into the largest armed group on the surface, they have to take it seriously.
So when they merge, which it does happen, then the Forsaken and people have to recognize the Forsaken as the real fucking deal because of the shit that because of what Oasis is gonna bring to them, which now brings them to a powerhouse, and they have to get recognized. This is so cool, learning the history of this shit.
You still need the convenience that my spy identity brings, so I can't cut bonds with them just yet. And if I continue to directly lead Oasis, it's only a matter of time before they find out. Initially, I intended this negotiation as a test for the rising leader of the Forsaken. Now it seems I can be rest assured to leave it to you.
You want me to be their leader?
Do you still remember what I said to you before? You can't save everyone as a soldier. A true arbiters of fate affecting the majority are often the leaders who make decisions. Now, you have the ability and qualification to bear those lives.
Those Oasis soldiers might,
I am their General Easybo of Oasis. They are my soldiers. It's a soldier's duty to obey orders.
Well, at the very least, let me be honest with them about one thing before anything else.
Is it about Cyril?
Watanabe nods.
That's completely unnecessary.
Now, okay. Is this okay? So when Cyril died, that's when Watanabe was still with Babylonia. It's been a fat minute since I've done the interlude of Watanabe. I'm assuming that's what happened. When he died, Watanabe was still technically with Babylonia. Nevertheless, Watanabe rises to his feet, gazing at the setting sun in the distance, his mind drifting back to the confrontation from many, many years ago.
It's necessary. The reason I've been able to lead the Forsaken to where we are today is the trust I've built through honesty. Not to mention, I promised him that this land would never forget those who fought for it.
Keep it his promise. Hell yeah. The merger between the Forsaken and Oasis has unfolded with greater ease than anticipated. As both factions unite in the battle for survival of the surface dwellers, lingering grudges of the past are swiftly dissolved by time. Without ideological clashes, even though a few try to make an issue out of sort of situation, their attempts are soon quelled by Balav's authoritative intervention. Oasis is no more, and the Forsaken is spread greenly across the once barren land. To cover the blood, tears, and stain, they have bidden many farewells. Felix! Oh! That's the brother! Man, he's grown up now! What the hell? My brother and I never regretted following you, boss. Had many new encounters. Saved many lives. Counting this time, it's the second time you saved me. That's right. She did talk about, I don't know if we ever saw that though. I don't know if we ever saw them, if we saw Watanabe saving them. And I do remember Felix I don't remember if Felix got killed or not. Or, what happened. Also left many regrets behind. Philip. Now I'm assuming Philip got turned.
Don't greedy for those you couldn't save. Focus on the living.
There have been disagreements.
This rescue mission is nothing but a reckless act with no return. I will be back.
Now I'm assuming this is right before he goes missing.
With the survivors from the train.
Never mind. Well, hold on. I don't know yet. There has also been seamless cooperation.
You got it. Yeah. I won't let those traffickers run away this time.
Okay, now this is all new to me. That shit was all new to me. I thought we knew it, but we don't. Having weathered numerous trials and tribulations together, Watanabe and Ballard have grown so close and familiar that Watanabe confides in him about everything, trusting him implicitly.
Alright. Time is of the essence. I'll go with them to hold off the hetero creatures tomorrow.
Now we're at the present. The man nods in understanding, emerges from the corner, and gently pats Watanabe on the shoulder.
Leave everything here to us. The Forsaken will await your victorious return. But if you're gonna boost morale, you'll need a fresh image. Using this scrap frame just won't cut it.
So this is how we got his new frame. Ballard unlocks a concealed room that is usually used for maintenance. Within it rests a brand new frame.
When did you make this?
Since quite a while ago. After the Hetero Tower incident, Kurano and the Parliament have been too caught up to pay attention. There are plenty of things that don't need to stay hidden. Decades of preparation can finally be put to use.
Thank you, Ballard.
Give this frame a name, will you?
Watanabe ponders for a long time, reflecting on the initial promise made and remembering those who were unable to make it this far.
Edipith. Let's call it Edipith. I want to keep their memory alive, like dust, embracing those who couldn't make it, and pass on their stories to those who come after.
God damn, he's fucking being a poet! God! Bro, the quotes in these games, are so fucking good! God damn! Oh, that shit inspires me, bro. That inspires me. God, I want to read that again.
I want to keep their memory alive, like dust, embracing those who couldn't make it, and pass on their stories to those who come after.
Fuck! God, that's such a good quote.
Dwelling on the past is not a good thing.
Ballard, in a tone filled with depth and serenity, speaks with profound meaning.
I know. That's why I can't stop moving forward.
Do you still believe there's a chance for reconciliation?
I can't speak, chat.
Between the surface and Babylonia?
I can't forgive what they've done in the past, and I believe many others share the same sentiment. But what that doesn't mean we should pass on our hatred to the next generation. A new sun has risen there, and there are more to come. The hatred of the past generation can no longer be mended, but the future doesn't have to follow the same path.
Now, I'm assuming I'm assuming he's talking about us. Say that we're the new generation.
Just as the new generation can't forgive us on our behalf, how can we impose our past hatred on them? If Babylonia can confront the truth and genuinely repent, I believe there's a possibility for both sides to sit down and have a talk. While it's crucial to acknowledge history, we mustn't overlook the present. Both the current reality and past events are equally important. We should share everything and let them choose for themselves.
Yeah, calming down as a little kid in their eyes. Hey, I mean, shit. I mean, you gotta respect the elders now. I mean, you gotta pay dues for that. There's a saying. There's a hearing that I heard is that story time. There's a guy at my work, older guy. He was in the military. And he's a little bitter and all that fun stuff and all that. And there's a saying I heard that made me respect everything was that the reason why I respect elders is because yes, they've seen a lot. And they may be a little bitter, a little hard, and may not like them, but their way of living is what the fuck is it saying? They've warranted that way of living because they've seen enough. They've lived long enough to be granted that the way they act, which put in perspective for me of like, damn, I forget that these people have seen a lot, been through a lot. I'm sure have been through a lot that they don't want to talk about. And the reason why they act like that is because they've lived long enough to see how the world is and all that. So, no matter what, I always respect the elders. I always respect my elders because they've lived long enough to see a lot of things in their lifetime, and it's warned them to be who they are now. And that's something that I don't take for granted at all. Because a lot of, like I said, kindness goes a long way, and I respect that man a whole lot. One of the hardest workers I know at my job. So that's us being called the little kid in the game, and them like being a kid in their eyes is most definitely warranted, and I can see why they do that. So it's very nice detail. Indeed, I can agree with that. I'm glad that you agree. So, all right, here we go. We're going to continue on now.
Huh. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were planning to abandon the Forsaken and join Babylonia. A true Forsaken would never abandon those kindred spirits. Well then, you're starting to sound more and more like a leader now. Time to gear up and get going. And take this.
What Ballard hands over is an old-fashioned shotgun. Ah, is that the fucking gun, bro? Is that the gun?
The gun my father gave me.
Yep. Ah, God, they don't miss a fucking detail. Someone said that last stream. They don't miss a detail at all. Man, they really don't. When Watanabe defected, he was unable to bring any personal belongings aboard the transport craft. And losing this particular gun had been one of his enduring regrets.
Watanabe, do you still doubt whether you're doing the right thing? With you and the Forsaken by my side, along with the support of our people, I believe I'm on the right path. Ha. Don't put me on a pedestal. No one can be right forever. If a day comes when you think I'm wrong, come and stop me. Now, take that faith from Shin and carry it into your battle.
God damn, they're spitting, dude. No one can be right forever. God. Bro, that's so insane.
Yeah.
While Watanabe hardly regrets Ballard with the respect reserved for an elder, he forgets one thing. Some things won't fade away with time. They will go deeper and deeper in your memory until they become reckless obsessions.
Let's begin. Yep, that's when Ballard decided to go rogue and have a civil war with Babylonia. Well, about to have a civil war with his people, but go to war with Babylonia.
Everything that he's been teaching up, he ain't living. He defects to that one thing. That's tough though. Such irony, actually. Goes to teach his man or his I want to say son, the way of life, only for him to continue on his path of destruction, which is fucking wild. Okay, I gotta get me a water. I'm gonna use the restroom too. And if my mom's up, I'm gonna go ask and see what time our thing is. So when I come back, I should have an answer for us to be able to where we could get this done in one go, or we're gonna cut it at 9. So I'll be right back, and I'll give you guys an answer here pretty soon. All right, chat. We are back. Woo! Excuse me, hold on. Ain't nothing like some good music to be listening to on that break. Okay. I don't want to keep it too loud. Right there. All right. Yeah, we're back. Hello. Hope you all got your water, got hydrated, got some food in ya. I had me some pretzels and peanut butter in me just a minute ago. Pause. Got my water. Ready to roll. I figured it was time to start incorporating some music into the breaks, since I don't want to keep you guys leaving with nothing. I also think I'm going to start implementing music on end of streams, and beginning of streams. I used to do it in the beginning. I didn't. I forgot why I stopped, but I'm like, I have these music license. I'm like, I might as well fucking use it. So I was like, all right, we'll just start using them. So now I'll bring them back. If y'all want me to bring them back, I'll most definitely bring them back. Now I'm telling you this right now. When I was doing the PGR discussions, let me turn this down just a little bit. When I was doing the PGR discussions, I shit you know, I had like I'll pull it up right now. I have 139 tracks of music at my disposal for all the videos that I have for the PGR discussion. Just for the PGR discussion. That is not including any music for the short films that I have. All right? That is not including any of the short films that I have. But it's like, all right, well, and these are all musics that I will decide to go into the discussions. Now, I know the discussions are kind of going away for a little bit. That's just because I've been all in on the short films. However, I'll let you all know right now, when I get done with Q's chapter, let's pause the music now. When I get done with Q's chapter, I will, and I get done with the hype video, I will get another PGR discussion episode out. That way everyone knows they're not gone. They're not going away. They're gonna come back. I'll probably do like a discussion every time I get done with an arc. That way, whenever we wait for the new arc to get streamed, I can put out that video for the discussion, talk about everything that's happened in the last arc that we just got done. I think that's what I've been planning to do. So that's why you haven't seen a discussion in a fat minute. I didn't do it last arc. Just because I was at that time, that's when I made the transition to the short films. So I guess I'll let you know right now. Once renewal arc is done, Infinite Loop, that's the arc we're going. That's the arc we need. Once renewal arc is done, I'm gonna make a hype, and we get done with Q's chapter. I'm gonna make a hype video for the Infinite Loop showcase, or bringing all these characters in. So we got 5, I think. 4, 1, 2, 3. All right, all 5 of these characters will be into the next short film, or into the hype trailer for the stream. So these 5 will get in, and then after that short film's out, and I set a date for when we start streaming chapter 29. I won't do any short films in that time we wait. So while let's say this, okay? For example, let's say we get done with chapter. Let's say we get done with this arc by next week. All right, this is just an example. All right, we are not gonna get done in this next week. Let's say I get it done on the 19th. All right, and I get out that hype trailer out by the 20th. I don't stream the main chapter, let's say till the 27th, so a week from now. So in that week, let's say while we're not streaming the chapter, I can stream I was still streaming PGR regardless, but we're gonna do maybe the skin story. So Tainted Moonrise, Love Dawn. I'll stream those instead while the video does its job of getting people ready to roll for the stream, so that way people know when for the stream to come out. And in that week of while I'm not doing any short films and we're waiting for that chapter, I can get that PGR discussion out, which in turn means the discussions don't go away. So that's the plan that I've got moving forward with everything. So you guys can look out for a new PGR discussion episode to come out. I would say relatively within the next month or so, once we get done with Polish Bond. So, all right, enough of that though. We are gonna get back into the main story. Also, I talked. She's not sleeping. Never mind. She's not sleeping. She is sleeping still. So I talked to my stepdad. They're going in a little bit early to set things up. So we're only going to do a 3-hour stream today. That way I can get ready. And I really want to work on the short film. So I'm going to work on that too before I go. So that's the plan. We're only going to go till 9 o'clock today. But Tuesday we're hoping to finish chapter 27. But also, and I'll do another sneak peek before I end the stream too of the short film that'll come out. That way people know what to expect for coming out this weekend. So anyhow, let's get started, shall we? Episode 18 of chapter 27, Awakening. She is observing. She watches as one group unwittingly walks into a meticulously laid trap set by another. Okay, now this is interesting. Following a brief exchange of words, an eruption of intense gunfire breaks out. It is an uneven battle. Caught off guard, outnumbered, and with no defense positions, one side quickly falls. She witnesses an apparent leader of the group endure a devastating impact from a grenade, sustaining grave injuries. Urgent radio waves reach her ears, gradually transforming into intelligible words. We're under attack! Communications are jammed, and we're sending out an SOS on all channels! We were ambushed by people disguised as Purifying Force. Watanabe's in critical condition. Requesting backup. Zog, drop it now! The radio transmission abruptly ceases. The soldier's flesh dangles from the charred radio station, turning into a haunting shade of black. Ooh! She is observing. Before this, no one had told her that even those of the same kind could turn against one another. Lives exhibit their fangs for survival when faced with an unfamiliar, but they would also attract those fangs when it comes to their own kin. If that little wolf who intruded upon her territory fought to preserve something unique known as self, then what are these similar lives fighting for? She wants to understand. Dectors! Hello! Welcome, everyone! Thank you for the raid, Dectors! I hope we had a good stream. What did you guys stream? To those who are now coming from his stream, welcome. I am Poppin' B1. If you are new, you all just in time. We just got done. Just got done from a little break. We are moving on, making good headway in the story. I can't stay along with you guys, so just want to say, hey, all love, all right? Hey, there's my heart for you. There's my heart for you. Hey, all good, all love. Glad that you could stop by. Glad that you raided. You didn't have to, and I'm very grateful that you did. I don't take that for granted. I think my straw's fucked. Not getting as much water as I want. That's all right. But hey, anyhow, again, welcome. Hey, all good that you got to leave soon, so you're chilling. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to continue on with this chapter. So, she extends. Wow, that sound effect. And the visuals too, wow. She expands. Oh, Heterozone, why is it spreading so fast? She holds no interest in those who fled, and she was born amidst decay and death, naturally drawn toward lives that are on the verge of fading away. She fulfills her mission, scattering seeds of new civilization on the remains of the old. In the midst of it all, she delicately turns the pages of weathered books before her to ensure her uninterrupted reading. She allows the last surviving soldier to carry away the dying life. Now, this is interesting. I wonder who this is. I don't know. It can't be Lithos. It can't be, well, one, it can't be Lithos because he's a dude. Two, could be Lillian, maybe. but I feel like she'd be more unhinged if that was the fact. Oh, dude, the side effects. Side effects are crazy. The story is nearing its end. The girl turns to look at you. Huh? Oh shit, hold on now. Hold on now. Whoa, what's happening here? A creeping sense of deja vu envelops your senses, sending a shiver down your spine. It becomes evident that the anomalous lurking within Watanabe's deep mind is far more than a corrupted mind shard. What does that say? Well, many people don't know Luthos is a dude, to be fair. That's true. That is true. That is true.
Who exactly are you?
Here, I'm just a reader. Whoa, hold on. Cradle? Hold on. Wait a minute. But if possible, I'd like you to call me Cradle. Hello, Poppin' P. Okay, hold on. The girl in the green robe gracefully lifts her dress and performs a courtesy. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got spoiled by her. I don't know who she is. I just got spoiled by her design. All right, that's it. I just got spoiled by her design when I was doing, when I was first playing the game, and I think it was one of the missions of, it's kind of like the missions of Red Recife de Fantasia. It was kind of like that main mission, but it was like, what the fuck was her? God, I don't know what it was. I'll have to look after this. But I got spoiled by her design way, I think when she first debuted. But after that, I don't know shit about her. So this is all new me. All new to me. Second time seeing her, but now she's actually in the game. Cursed Waves. Yes, Cursed Waves. That's what it was. Cursed Waves is when I first got spoiled by her design. And when I got spoiled by her design, I'm like, okay, well, hold on. We are not going to look at this. Cursed Waves came out before this chapter, so it was intentional. Okay, now does Cursed Waves play a big part in the main story? I'm also, because if it does, we might have to play it. But if it's kind of like Arcadia Anima, where it's somewhat pseudo important but not really, then I'm just not gonna bother with it. Not really? Okay, cool. Okay, but then that means people will not read it, because if it's not as important or not important at all, then there's no point in me reading it. Be something cool to read, you know, if we were taking a break from the main story, but we got skins that. We just got skin stories for that now. Okay, here we go. Though it's our second meeting, it's your first time seeing me, isn't it now? Something maybe referring to the Cursed Waves?
Second time.
You suddenly remember the source of this uncanny sense of deja vu. It bears a striking resemblance to the feeling you had during connection with number 21 in the Hetero Zone. Never mind, I'm way off. It's supposed to show that it's technically not the first time you met Fatal. Okay. Okay. Also, I really like this music here. It's really nice.
You want Watanabe to become an ascendant?
Yet the girl shakes her head calmly. That wasn't me. I'm merely a reader here. I finished reading the story in his heart. As part of our deal, I shall return the book intact. Her figure gradually fades away and the eerie feeling dissipates. I look forward to the day when I can touch your past in your heart. Nah, if we get a past lore from Commandant, that'd be crazy. With the words carrying her hope, the girl vanishes. In the silent cold, a door seems to materializes in Watanabe's sight. No matter which direction he moves, the door remains ever present before him. He suddenly recalls a passage of a science fiction writer's work. You're strolling along a vast plain when, out of nowhere, you stumble upon a wall. It stretches infinitely high into the sky, infinitely deep into the ground, and infinitely wide from both left to right. What is this wall?
Is it death?
But it's somewhat different. If death is an avoidable wall, then no matter how one moves forward, they will eventually bump into it. This door, at least, offers a choice to a choice to enter or not. Or would death offer a choice? Watanabe rests in his hand on the door, feeling its temperature. On this side, he feels silent coldness, but on the other side lies something unknown. He suddenly realizes that what this door stands for. He has pushed this door open time and time again. When saving the young Zong. When intercepting the hetero core headed for Earth. When fighting off the corrupted swarming on the train. When rebooting his mind after damaging it each time. He also realizes why he is standing before the door once again. It is named the Will to Survive, appearing only before those who refuse appearing only before those refusing to die.
I need to go back. People are waiting for me.
He pushes open the door. The dark path ahead illuminates the scenery behind. Hey, it's all of his friends! God, man.
See? I told you we didn't need to worry about him.
Garza.
Oi, Watanabe! It's still too early for you to be here, you little brat.
Instructor.
You've been caught napping for quite a while this time. Make sure to offer a proper apology to those who've been waiting for your return when you get back.
Albert.
It's good to see you remember us, but there's no need to visit too often.
Kotes.
Watanabe, are you still hesitating?
I recognize those who ambushed us. They were comrades. Compatriots. Under the same starry sky, we've once warmed ourselves by the campfire and supported each other back at the camp.
Oh, wait. So, was this Bollard's doing then?
They even decided to draw their swords against me. Does that mean I made a mistake? Too many have sacrificed already. Maybe Ballard is the one who can offer them a better future.
Watanabe, have you succeeded in stopping more people from dying?
What?
It's not about how many people you can save alone, but about how many your actions and beliefs can influence. To those who made sacrifices, upheld the beliefs in protecting others, and the survivors will carry forth these very beliefs. They didn't get far by relying on one another, or by relying on only force and fear. It's you who gave them courage. Not just the courage to survive, but to trust others and believe in the future. When people no longer think of tomorrow as the worst thing imaginable, they hold on and they hold to drive to push forward. This is something no false promise or threat can bring. So don't let the opposition of some make you deny the past you carry and the future you aim for. He points toward a tiny dot of light in the darkness ahead. You see that light? Go. Do what you think is right. I would say this is probably also one of my favorites because it's like it's a very powerful moment for a character to be in. Like it's like, oh, character development happening because of this shit. Such a good host. A somewhat unfamiliar wooden ceiling comes into view. He tries to move, but fears that's what it was. Hold on, Chad. My fucking straw goddamn fell off. Comes into view. He tries to move, but feels wires all over his body. You finally woke up. From a side, a voice tinged with a hint of reproach can be heard.
Jada? I'm in New Oakley?
Wow, what a sharp memory. Looks like the long coma hasn't affected your recollection. He turns ahead and round, only to find an unexpected figure.
How come Pop and P is here?
Hey, that's us. It's time for our moment to shine. Never mind, we're fucking sleeping. Shh. Shh. The Commandant just fell asleep. Keep it down. This person's mind beacon has been overloaded for months on end. Otherwise, you wouldn't have managed to wake up after being in a coma for such a long time.
I see.
Finally realizes who that familiar yet out-of-place figure was.
I remember my frame.
Watanabe places his hand on the parts that were once ravaged by grenades. The lingering phantom pain seems to echo within its shattered chest armor and torn abdomen. It's been months. Those parts have been patched up, and there's no replacement eyeball for now. She points at Watanabe's eye. I wouldn't recommend putting the original one back either. It's got a micro surveillance camera inside.
Wow, damn.
Go ask Zong for more details. It was him and that young person who secretly brought you here. He should be on guard duty on the first floor.
All right, I'll go find him.
He steals a final glance at the peacefully slumbering commandant before gently readjusting the slightly askew blanket.
Thank you, Commandant.
Then he turns to walk out to the door. A memoir? Oh, a murmur?
Here we go.
Dude, cutscene!
You woke up.
Okay to sleep a little.
What? Now go check it out.
Be careful.
Episode 18, Awakening. Here we go.
So the fact that we're back in New Oakley again is crazy. That belongs to the Forsaken. Okay, didn't get that time to read that. Ah! He's wild. Gotta be something wrong with him.
You.
I knew you were here.
Zong, go to the basement. I'll take care of this.
Can't let him put the dead little meat anymore.
I happen to have something to ask you.
This should be in hell already.
Like I expected.
Ah, shit. Here we go. Now, this is also very sad because he's got to, hit the people that he's built so much trust on and helping. Okay. Oh! Alright, get out of here. Bop! Skill check time. Dude, I don't know if I hit the skill check or not. I'm going to be honest. That thing came up on me quick. Ooh! It's Tallboy! It's a Fortress Heavy Soldier, though. So it's not Tallboy, but it's Tallboy's army. The bastards! Bah! Get out of here. Come on now, here we go.
Oh, this boy's almost dead.
Bop, bop, bop. I need a 3-ping again. Thank you.
Alright, this boy gone now.
Nice.
Time to move. Can you still move?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Come on. It's not our style to stop now.
Damn right it's not.
Hell yeah! Let's go! The battle soon comes to an end, and the defense armor becomes more of a hindrance than a helm. What am I, in a fucking anime with this song? With limited vision, the agile figure eludes capture. The squad leader finally comprehends the situation. He finds himself standing alone. Ah! His random gunfire merely stirs up a flurry of bloody chips. In an instant, a jolt of force surges from his back armor into his neck, causing him to collapse on the ground.
It's over?
You and Zong cautiously poke your heads out of the basement, bearing witness to Watanabe's triumphant defeat on the final enemy.
Yeah, we need to move quickly. This place might not be as safe anymore.
Hold up. I gotta figure out where the hell this at. There we go. Ah, shit! Oh, shit. The mad lad himself is here. Nigel. You won't have that chance. A blade soars through the air, igniting sparks and setting the entire warehouse on fire.
Nigel?
Oh boy. Oh boy. And we don't even get to fucking fight him. Episode 19, Silent Fontaine. Frontline, wow. Hey man, you got a smoke? We're on guard duty. Aren't you worried about getting busted by the squad leader? Come on, not like those constructs on the other side. Our bodies don't allow us to be on high alert all the time. The folks who were supposed to take shifts with us get reassigned to each supply. I'd knock out in no time without a smoke. All right, here you go. Hand-rolled cigarette is shoved into the rookie's hand. It's a rookie? Okay. Yeah, I'll pay you back next time. Wait, where's the lighter? Rookie, you dare to use a lighter? Want the sniper on the other side to blow your head off? The rookie instinctively shrinks his neck in response to the threat. No way. We're not in a full-blown war yet, are we? The other side shouldn't want to get blamed for firing the first shot, right? If a war actually kicks off, who gives a damn about which side fired the first shot? And how am I supposed to smoke without a lighter? The young man gazes at the cigarette in his hand, his expression troubled. Unwrap it like this. Veteran unwraps a tobacco-filled white paper float, pinching a few strands and placing it between his lips. Chewing it will also help you stay awake. For real? After hesitantly putting the remaining tobacco into his mouth. Whoa, this shit kicks hard. He shakes his head vigorously before taking a while to regain his senses. You don't even know this trick? Where on earth did you come from, rookie? I just finished my training period. Training period? When did you join? About 4 months ago. That was when strange purple forest spread near our camp. Oh. Bunch of monsters rushed out with our lousy gear. We couldn't even fend them off. We couldn't fight back and couldn't make a run for it. All we could do was pray that those monsters had their sights set on anyone but us. That camp was nothing but a patchwork of strangers who hardly even work and know each other's names, but their dying screams still ring in my ears. Then those Forsaken with flags popped up, armored guns just like one had in my hand. They blasted away the enemies like nobody's business. He pats the brand new rifle created in his arms. After that, they went up to the survivors and asked if we wanted to join on the Forsaken crew. Most everyone agreed without thinking twice. We were taken for 3 months of hardcore training and then got brought here. Now we have food, shelter, and guns. The days of living with fear are finally over. If I only had known, I would have joined the Forsaken sooner. Upon hearing the younger recruit's somewhat regretful tone, the veteran responds with a scoff. You wouldn't have enjoyed these parks in the past. Huh? You think the gear in your hands just fell from the sky? Without the reopened production lines, you'd be holding something no better than a wooden club. Like Babylonia, Watanabe never took the easy way out by simply blowing up infected factories in the past. Instead, he went through all the trouble of yanking out all those crucial control chips and other bits, pulling them to safe spots and making sure he kept them nearby corrupted in check on the regular. He's always had this belief that the punishing virus would eventually get expelled, and all those stored items would come in handy down the line. Even in the hardest times, he never thought of abandoning them. Thanks to his persistent attitude, when the clean zone rolled in, we were able to kickstart a bunch of production lines in no time. Armed with guns and cannons, we stood tall and took back our turf from those Babylonian folks. That's why you have food, shelter, and guns now. Watanabe. I keep hearing that name during the training. Is he the reason why things are so tense between us and Babylonia? Who exactly is he? He is the root of the Forsaken. Now, what the fuck? Now someone has taken your root. Will you forgive them? The veteran spits out a chewed tobacco, aiming to precisely into the buffer zone that lies between the Forsaken and Babylonia outpost. Meanwhile, on the other side of the buffer zone, the old geezer spit towards us again? Alright, enough sweating the small stuff. You want to spit back or what? What's the status of the macro drone? The other soldier casts a glance at the terminal on the ground and shakes his head. No luck, so we can't break through their defenses, Matt. Damn it! These past few days, we haven't gathered squat for intel, except for the fact that the guard over there is a chain smoker. I don't really just a rookie. And he likes to spit. He likes to spit at us. Shut up already. They sure know our tech inside out. Even if they took in those affected constructs, they ain't supposed to be like this. The Micron drone is still a prototype, not even mass produced yet. Could there be another mole? Speaking of moles, have you heard about that thing? What thing? The one where the Grey Raven Commandant went missing? Word on the street is the Commandant got sold out to an ascendant by some mole. Oh boy. You can't just run your mouth like that, man. Soldier immediately looks around and lowers his voice. Do you want the Purifying Force to come interrogate you? Oh, what's to be afraid of? Didn't they come around with a photo asking if anyone had seen the Grey Raven Commandant? I guess they didn't get the act together and coordinated the witness search because they kept an eye on certain folks. But here's the weird thing. It's not just a task force. Even some of the engineering force that rolled in a few days back were asking the same question. Does the Grey Raven Commandant owe them for some construction fee? Oh, really in your imagination, man. The higher-ups don't say anything. I can only guess what my imagination is gonna be. Yeah, you're right. They haven't given us proper response to all the accusations thrown by the Forsaken. It's making me lose confidence sometimes. There's no way a war's gonna break out, right? After all, we still have the Lognese arsenal. But if they're pushed on the brink... After reassuring the other Forsakens one last time, Ballard returns to his office. Okay. This is our top secret plan to counter the Lognese arsenal. Rest assured, everyone. If Babylonia decides to use the Lognese arsenal, they will pay a heavy price. Now, the final pep talk is done. Ballard turns his head to look out the window. It's getting foggy. Shrouded by the dense fog, his vision fails to reach far, and his attention is abruptly redirected by a notification on his terminal. In New Oakley, huh? You still alive? When did it go wrong? Gazing at the brief message on the terminal, Ballard ponders his next move. Leave it to me, Generalissimo. I'm assuming that's Nigel. A gray figure silently emerges. Oh boy. So the fact that Nigel is still around is fucking insane. Okay, here we go. Broken Tail. Nigel? Emerging from the shadows is the Scorpio who nearly led you and Noctis to your death. However, in stark contrast to before, he now excludes a more menacing aura, veering toward madness rather than mere ruthlessness. Oh my goodness! Damn! Ha ha ha! Wow, that's insane. Boy went through the woodworks. Jeez. I like the eyes too. He's got the snake eyes. Grey Raven Commandant. No, that's an unexpected twist. Upon hearing your voice, the man shifts his gaze, fixing his lifeless prosthetic eye in your direction. Don't worry, I only have one target today. With the speed nearly invisible to the eye, he draws the blade from the ground, skillfully deflecting the incoming bullets. Noctis, that was Noctis's doing? Noctis put the hands on him? I thought he just got jumped by something else. I didn't realize Noctis did that much damage to him. Seriously? He got messed up real bad. Damn, that's fucking wild. That was from Noctis then. Woohoo! I would say that was a draw on both sides. Well, I would say Nigel lost that fight, seeing how much damage he just got dealt with. But now he's got to go up against one tough son of a bitch. However, he ignores the sneak attack from Zong and instead aims his blade at Watanabe. You're the biggest obstacle in Generalissimo. I can't let you return alive. Good. I've got some questions about Ballard for you. Watanabe draws the shotgun from his back, assuming a battle stance. Okay, so now he knows that Generalissimo is Ballard, but I think we already established that. Also, Nigel playable win. Man, I hope he becomes playable. I hope Nigel or Von Gut become playable. Zong, protect Papa P and Jala. Roger that. Worry about yourself first. I will not let anyone interfere with this battle. In a single... nice! In a synchronized leap, Watanabe and Nigel soaring through the air, colliding into a fierce clash where the blue and black shadows are divine. Aw, shit. Pseudo battle time. Pseudo battle. Now that's a nice detail on 2. They even show his new form. Nice. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, never mind. This is an actual boss battle. This ain't no pseudo battle. This is an actual boss battle. Okay, here we go. Time to beat up Nigel again. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, he was talking. As long as I can hold you off, it says. Well, unfortunately, you're gonna get decked here by Watanabe. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Okay, I gotta lock in. If I'm not talking, that's why I'm honing in. Hiya!
Someone he approves of. That was the past.
Oh shit! Okay, we fucking lost.
Again?
I wasn't expecting. I thought that was a quick time.
Stay here.
Oh! Damn! That was fucking insane. That's new. But I also think we died, so there goes my shot at trying to get this done in one hit. Bop.
Is this the end? Let's go to hell.
Go to hell together.
Don't worry about me.
Woohoo! Ow.
This doesn't work either.
Oh, I thought he was going to do something else. Thought he was going to monologue for a little bit more.
I no longer fear death.
This dispute is to be settled. Hard work pays off.
Almost got him, almost got him, almost got him.
Don't worry about me.
Ooh, dodge that. Might kill him in this hit. Ah, damn it!
Pays off.
There we go, now he's down. Even so, I still can't secure victory for him. On the continuous assault from both his foe and himself, his frame has reached its utmost limit. A faint crackling sound resonates from within as the artificial skeleton, designed to facilitate movement, succumbs to the overwhelming strain. He falls down, no longer able to climb up. Watanabe, similarly wounded, plants his trail blade into the ground to support himself as he recovers his stamina on the other side. The heat emanating from him is distorting the surrounding air, the green flame leaving scorch marks on the ground. What does Ballard really want? You've spent more time with him than I have. Can't you tell? He sneers, remaining synthetic skin twitching on his face. Do you harbor unresolved hatred for Babylonia as well? Hatred? I don't feel anything like that. I was born with cognitive blindness, a genetic disease even that the Golden Age technology couldn't even cure. That's why I only realized that people caring for me were not my parents when I finally understood my other conversations. I was abandoned, sold, to be exact, for the price of an old terminal. Having been abandoned once, why would I care about the being discarded again? He shows no hatred or desire in his lifeless gaze. Why would you risk your life to fight then? Watanabe pulls him up from the ground, angrily questioning him. Why fight with a broken body using methods you're not skilled in? What kind of future do you and Ballard want? Future? I've never dreamed of such a thing. You were either born in the glorious Golden Age or born in Eden. You know what a happy future looks like? Have you felt its shape? But not me. I was born in the greatest era, but I've always lived in the darkest corners. When Ballard took me out of that secret laboratory, the post-pandemic world outside looked no different from the one inside. He points at his eyes with the still intact left hand. I've never seen the light, So how could I dream of it? So Ballard gave me something everyone is born with. Something that will stay with me for the rest of my life. Power. The power to fight. Fighting is the only redemption I can find. It's my only purpose. The only thing that the only thing that no one can take away. Grabs Watanabe's hand, trying to hold it onto it tightly. You will fight for survival, salvation, the dream of a future. I fight to fight itself. So, no matter the mission, I will do it. No matter the enemy, I will eliminate them. Oh shit, here we go. Leave it to me, Generalissimo. Your treatment isn't over yet. Ballard does not dissuade his stubborn subordinate directly. He knows that depriving him of battle is worse than taking his life. Just a minor injury from my last mistake. I won't fail this time. This is no minor injury, especially the magnetic device on your right arm. Can you still control it properly? I'll handle it myself if the situation I'll handle it myself if the situation is as reported. Watanabe, one of my best students. You can't defeat him in your current state. Nigel has always been a quiet person and has never been even quieter since wow, I cannot fucking speak! And he has been even quieter since his last failure. But this time, his uncharacteristically opposes Ballard's suggestion. You can't go, Generalissimo. The Forsaken only has got the confidence to challenge Babylonia with you leading them. You've been preparing for this one opportunity for decades. This time has come, and the fuse is lit. You either pull the trigger now, or give up. Neither Babylonia nor Forsaken will give us time to hesitate. You always tell me that power must be used wisely. I don't think there's a more fitting moment to use my power than now. Ballard looks at Nigel, his tone solemn. You will die. This is not about deadly. This is not about how deadly Watanabe is. Ballard understands that the man before him will do whatever it takes to complete the mission after his previous failure. And the moment has come, as Nigel said. I'm not one to actively seek death, but given my life in this battle will be my greatest redemption. Time seems to stretch infinitely in silence. I'll wait for your good news. Yes, sir! Ballard stares in the direction Nigel left for a long time after he vanished into the shadow. Finally, he picks up an old terminal and dials the only contact on it. The ringing echoes an empty office. Hello? He's still waiting for my good news. The magnetic ring on Nigel's right arm begins to glow red. Oh boy. No! Zong! Got it! Zong immediately rushes toward the stunned Jada, while Watanabe, having tossed Nigel away, quickly moves to your side. You will not stun on General Luisio's plan, no matter what! What, did he just fucking self-destruct? Smoke and flame from the explosion obscure your vision in an instant. The smell of burning gunpowder brings Nigel back to the day when he first met Ballard. The sound of explosions, scattering cages, heavy footsteps, an invitation he had never heard before. Another victim. Would you like to join us and burn those insects to ash? Interesting. Huh. Well, I guess Nigel is no longer playable if he just killed himself like that. Number 21, Direction. The scorching sensation still lingers on your back. The dizziness is taking a while to fade away. Watanabe! Commandant! Jada! Are you guys okay? Your cloak is on fire, Watanabe! Why don't you start dragging people away instead of yelling? You feel yourself dragged away as the heat around you gradually dissipates. Are you alright? You take the hand of offers and stand up.
I'm good.
Both Zong and Watanabe have varying degree of burns on their backs, unlike Jada and Yu, who are basically unharmed. If they did not react in time, they would have not been able to stand back up after just a few calls. Ah! We're doomed! A thug who has arrived late kneels on the ground crying. Who the hell started the fire? Was it you guys? Wait, isn't that the uniform of the Forsaken? His gaze fixes on Zong, who is wearing a combat uniform. You must have started the fire! Huh? Me? The thug keeps on cursing Zong, ignoring the three of you. Mayor didn't let you in, so you stepped in and caused trouble, didn't you? No, I've been here for a long time. Oh, so it was predetermined! I knew the previous Forsaken attack didn't come out of nowhere. The attack? Can you tell me more about it? Who are you? You look like a construct. Do they all look like this nowadays? Don't you mess around. I've already called for backup. I'll explain everything, but please tell me what's been happening with the Forsaken recently. Let's discuss this somewhere else. A young man wearing a cowboy hat walks over quickly. The rest of you stay here and put out the fire. I'll take them to see the old man. Aw, shit, we get to see the old man again. A wooden room still covered in ash slash marks. Max sits at the desk, listening to the few of you recounting what just happened. So, you're finally looking here. I'm sorry, Papa P, but I'm afraid New Oakley can no longer shelter you. The Forsaken used to maintain the facade of politeness with us, but they're still going all out with any pretense this time.
It's okay. At least we've achieved our goal. Thank you for the gear and the personnel you provided.
I can't take credit for that. Max shakes his head and looks at Watanabe. Folks like Jada and all the equipment were rescued and salvaged by the Forsaken during that disaster. They chose to stay here afterward because they realized one of those on the surface valued them more, unlike those living in Eden. Although I haven't met you in person before, I've heard many stories about you. I couldn't have saved those people alone. There's no need for modesty here. You've earned the right to hold your head high. I've been observing from the sidelines. No matter what you think of the attack, I can assure you that many made the same choices of yours because of your influence. And you, your followers, have saved more people because of it. I believe that's why Ballard used your death to incite them. Mutual benefits are a great way to bring people together, no? A mutual hatred forges a stronger bond. For the Forsaken, your death provided the perfect spark to ignite their hatred. Can you update me on the current situation? It's not a long story. Bala gradually took over the disputed areas under the guise of searching for you and the self-preservation during the 6 months you disappeared. Holy shit, he's been gone. We've been gone for 6 months? There were frictions between Babylonia and the Forsaken during this time, but they were more or less resolved under orders from the higher-ups of both sides. After all, he glances at Watanabe's repaired epithet frame. I assume the Forsaken doesn't normally reveal their true strength, right? Perhaps Ballard gradually revealed his cards during this process, forcing Babylonia to reassess him. It's not that simple. I don't mean to pry. Max shakes his head and continues. The situation changed last week. After securing into the area, Ballard unseemingly announced your death and called on them all Forsaken to liberate the conservation area. Another near Cradle Parliament incident? Commandant, can I just catch a break? Wait a minute, what happened? Hold on, whoa, what happened? Another Cradle incident? I'm confused. Let me reread that. Long story, disputed areas and the guys have searched for you. 6 months disappeared, so 6 months we've been gone, yes. Frictions between Babylonia and Forsaken during this time were more or less on order from higher ups. Okay, glances, blah, blah. I assume Forsaken doesn't reveal. Normally, I think he meant Watanabe been gone. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what I was. Okay, good. Okay, if that's what you meant, then okay, nice. You had me damn near confused for a minute. I'm like, what the hell did I just miss? Those who opposed were summoned to Ballard's new headquarters, and they haven't been heard of from since.
Both the Forsaken and Babylonia are now amassing troops on the border. No one knows who will fire the first shot.
Just referencing how long we've been gone for. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So, okay. I know y'all said that I'll get my answer at the end of the story. So, right now though, we're still gone. And if we're looking at it from a wider perspective, the clone commandant is still fighting for his life right now.
I'm just an outsider. That's all I know. I assume you'll be discussing what your next step should be, right?
Max stands up and walks toward the door.
You can have the room for now.
Closes the door, leaving the three of you inside. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, excuse me. That's what I thought. So, a lot of moving pieces are happening right now. Which is fucking insane. When you really look at it from a wider perspective. There's a lot of pieces being moved right now. Should I leave too?
Shall we head to the border together?
Should we, split up?
You both get opposite answers almost simultaneously.
It's too dangerous for you.
What kind of person is Ballard?
Instead of refuting Watanabe's concern, you ask about the name you've only heard a few times.
He can't turn a blind eye to what he opposes, but he never acts recklessly. If he has to reveal his true intention, he must be prepared for success.
Then he must know about the Lognese arsenal. And he wouldn't have gambled on Babylonia not using it.
If he has a way to counter Babylonia, he hasn't told me about it.
Whatever it is, it must be dangerous as the Lognese arsenal.
That's the only way he can pose an equal threat to Babylonia.
Which is fucking insane that he's got a trump card like that. That's when you know Ballard's been really holding this grudge for a long time.
That's why you must find out what it is and stop him. I will explain everything at the border.
Hey, haven't you been avoiding the Babylonians, Commandant? Whoa! Hold on, we've been intentionally avoiding these people?
And that's because I couldn't be sure who I could trust.
Okay.
But it's different if it's a large troop is at the border. The masterminds may control one conservation area, but they can't control all the frontline soldiers. I'm safer when there are more witnesses.
Then let Zong go with you.
Roger.
I know what you think is more dangerous where I'm going, but hear me out first. First, having Zong represent the Forsaken is more convincing. We still don't know what Ballard's and Babylonia's orders are. We need to keep both sides calm. Second, Zong can keep you safe on the road. None of this matters if you can't reach your destination.
That's true. Ankh cannot move on from the life for the life of him. He can't. He cannot. He can't. He holds that grudge dearly.
All right. You have me convinced.
You didn't make it easy.
Hey, we just two stubborn dudes just trying to get our goal and make sure everyone makes it out safe.
Looks like you made your decision.
Max tosses a shiny object over.
Keys? It's old, but still runs well. You're gonna need transportation, aren't you? Unfortunately, it's the only one I have.
It's more than enough. Thank you.
You've all saved this town in different ways. This is nothing. Looks like I have to ask you to stop a war again.
This is what we do, alright? This is how we do it. The Jeep drives steadily on the ground on the rugged path. According to the map, you have to pass through a forest to reach the border, while the road to Ballard's location is along old highways. Okay, so hold on now. I have to go through a forest while Ballard is an old highway. Okay. So Watanabe insists on dropping you and Zong near the forest before heading directly to Ballard to confront him.
Something on your mind?
Hey, this is just some old pals catching up now. All right, hey, and then I'll tell you what, them car rides and talking get deep. Them car talks are fucking deep. All right, those are some of the most realest conversations that you could have in the car. When you're just cruising on the highway, cruising on windy roads, just talking it up, chopping it up. That's some of the realest talk you can have right there. You turn and see Watanabe resting one hand on the car window and looking somewhat distracted.
How much of my memory
Ah!
during the
Woohoo! Yes! Ah, this is where I shine! This is where I shine! If we get to talk, this is where I fucking shine! Man, dude, this is my favorite. God! This is my favorite right here.
Here we go. Well, just a little bit, but almost all of it.
Can't you be a bit more tactful about it? There goes my privacy.
My fault, Watanabe.
In that case, you should understand why Forsaken was created and what Babylonia had done.
I see.
How do you feel about Babylonia now?
Well, it's hard to put into words, Watanabe. I can't stand it, and I wish it would blow up at times, and other times it's nothing in particular. But nevertheless, it's a place I need to protect.
Even if it isn't the paradise it's claimed to be?
I don't think I'll give up, no matter what.
Not giving it up, huh? Zong told me a little bit about your situation earlier.
No, yeah?
A place that doesn't really need you and could betray you any second. Why would you want to save it? Is it for the people you care about? Those who are still alive?
He seems to be asking you as well as himself.
Even without meeting Lucia and the others, I would still go back.
Your unexpected answer takes him a pause and wait for you to continue.
Because we're born there. Even if it isn't perfect, it needs to change. If we all choose to run away, who will be there to change it? Didn't you make that same choice?
Perhaps humanity's future
Oh!
is out there. But we still don't want to give up the soil we walk on.
God damn, dude, this is where I shine. The moment PGR lets have the full voice line story like this, I'll damn near run right back to the beginning and run that up. Dude, this is why, man, I have so much fun with these stories, because when you get that subtle hint of English talking, all that, and we're able to talk off of that too, man, that's some good shit right there that I eat. I eat that bitch up like cereal.
Humanity will take back our home, no matter how long it takes and what it costs.
Yeah! Dude, see what I'm saying?
Right. I almost forgot why I chose to stay. They made the same choice because of the same simple reason, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's simple, which is why it's unyielding and dazzling.
I know.
The confusion and doubt he has from the betrayal vanishes in an instant, and he chuckles softly.
How unfortunate. I was going to invite you to join the Forsaken.
Is that so? I'll take it as a joke then.
No. I mean it.
Oh. Oh.
Boom! Hey, that's a scene right there! Cut that shit up! Corrector cut! Send that bitch out! The vehicle gradually stops at the entrance to the forest. Man, God! Oh, God! The short film gonna go crazy with that little skit! I can't fucking wait for that one! The vehicle gradually stops at the entrance to the forest, and your short journey together comes to an end. Well, we'll get off here then, Watanabe. You step off the Jeep, your feet standing on the muddy ground once more. Be careful out there.
Watanabe.
You call out to him just as he's about to leave.
We'll succeed. Right? Yeah.
Oh! Come on! Man, they're getting more saucier with these fucking arts, dude. God, first it was known in the very, very beginning. with his story. Now we fucking go, and we saw him again. Do it again when he the clone no, and do it again when he had to go up against Sithel, whatever the fucking name was, forgot. Sithel, yeah. And now we're seeing with Watanabe, man. God, so fucking good.
Yeah. You have my word. Then off we go.
Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, we got two different timelines here. So we're gonna see our timeline, and then we're gonna see his timeline. All right, we're gonna do this episode, and then that'll be it for the day. But I'm also gonna show y'all. Don't forget, I also still gotta show y'all another teaser for the short film that's coming out. So y'all gonna have to stay tuned for sure. So make sure y'all stay after this episode, and I'll show y'all a little sneak peek again. What else I got cooking with this short film is gonna be out tomorrow, hopefully. No, my guy. Hey, you're good. Hey, you're all good. Hey, we just got caught up with the present. We're ready to roll now. Unfortunately, this will be the final episode, but you're gonna have to say because I got a sneak peek for the short film coming out. I got a sneak peek for the short film coming out. You're gonna have to wait. But hey, you're all good. You're all good. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 22. How much did I miss that on? Well, we finally realized Ballard is holding a deep, deep grudge against Babylonia. We also learned that Nigel wanted to help him out in his plan. We learned more about the history of the Golden Age. And what else did we learn? Oh, we're learning. I guess they know, but I'm learning now that we're still missing. We've been gone for 6 months now. We've been intentionally avoiding the Babylonia because of trusting people. Watanabe's been in the coma. We now finally realize that I've been in a deep mine with him this entire time until he's woken up. And now Ballard wants to kill Watanabe. So, yeah, when you mention Aeon Reforged in future streams, I'll be in. It's all good. I'm sure this will probably get referenced in future chapters because they've done it before, but we're gonna see. So, yeah, lore wise, you missed a little bit, but that's basically. I want to say sums up a little bit, almost all of it, but. I can't put that. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. You're all good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's finish off. Here we go. A cool breeze wakes your slumbering mind.
Wow.
Inheritor! Hello! Welcome! Hey, welcome. Hope you're having a good one. Also, same thing to you, not no more. I hope you're also having a good one. You guys, unfortunately, I won't be able to do longer streams today just because I'm going to be busy with stuff. However, I will be having y'all gonna see a sneak peek on the short film that I got working on right now. I'm almost done with it. I'm on the home stretch. I was telling everyone else that's been here. I showed them a little sneak peek before, but I'm gonna show the people. I'm gonna show everyone one more sneak peek before I end the stream today. But we can't finish this chapter in one go today. Just because I want to finish the short film, and I also got 2 birthday parties I gotta get to today. So busy day for me. However, we're gonna end off strong, and I can't wait for you guys to see this. All right, here we go. You adjust your ill-fitting coat and focus. Opening your terminal to check the time, you realize you have been asleep for half an hour. You still have not found a way to disable tracking on the comms.
Time to move.
You throw the potentially dangerous terminal into the bottomless cliff and continue climbing the rugged mountain path.
Zong.
You lost one of your oversized shoes back in the fight. Despite being careful, you still cut your bare foot with the sharp... Oh, never mind. Number 9. You still cut your bare foot with the sharp rock.
Damn. The blood will leave a trail.
You cover your wound with some dry moss, but this is only temporary measure. Damn, we're really down bad right now. My mind's still focused on the recent ones for real. Hey, we gonna get to the recent ones here in due time. All right, here we go.
Need to find a place to clean the wound.
You acquire a few more wounds while searching for a stream. Fortunately, you have managed to find what you were looking for. As you clean your injuries with the water from the stream, you finally get a clear look at their current state. Your face has grown more angular from hunger. Your eyes tired from lack of sleep. You are covered in bruises from your failed escape and scars from your fights with corrupted.
How messy. They would certainly give me a scolding.
Would they still recognize you when you see them again? You cannot help but wonder. It has been 4 days since you escaped from the underground laboratory. Apart from being sure you are no longer in the clean zone, you have no other clues about where you are. Okay, now hold on. Huge lore drop here. Huge lore drop here right now. Okay, 4 days since we've been out of the laboratory. So, that does give me a little bit of hint that what we saw at the Cradle Parade is indeed a year after everything. So this is like in between. But I also know that I'm going to get the answer at the end of the story, which we'll probably end up doing on Tuesday. So, okay, good to know that we've been gone. We've been gone for 6 months right now, currently. And it's been 4 days since we've escaped the laboratory. But you cannot afford to ponder too long. Hunger and potential pursuers still urging you to act quickly. Okay, so we're still being hunted down. Should you continue toward the mountaintop, follow the stream. While you are thinking, you hear rustling behind you.
Who's there?
You grip the construct pistol and point it at the sound. Even though you might break your wrist firing it, it is better than surrendering. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't shoot, Commandant! It's me.
Zong?
You did not expect to run into a familiar face. Oh, whoa, whoa, okay, hold on now, hold on, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, whoa, I'm done goofing up here. Okay, this is in the past right now. This is in the past right now. Okay, good to okay. Now that I made that revelation. Whew. What are you doing wearing someone else's jacket? Zong keeps his hand up, but youthful face filled with confusion. Oh, are you hurt? He tries to walk over.
Don't move!
Huh?
What are you holding? When we first met.
Oh, now this is why we have trust issues. Our first meeting? Wait, don't aim my head, I'm thinking. Right, it was the creative ingredients. Apart from Watanabe and Grey Raven, there were also a kid from Acadelic with us back then. He was 2 heads shorter than me, and his name was, Chongyun!
I'm sorry. I had to make sure.
The tension eases as you put the gun away. Whew. Why are you here anyway, Commandant? No, wait! I should bandage your wounds first. He fumbles around to treat you. Seeing him like this, you feel the pressure from the past 4 days ease a little.
One thing at a time.
Okay, now this indicates we've probably seen some really fucked up shit while we were in that laboratory then. Because if we were tripping out this bad, we must have seen some shit while we were in the laboratory for us to be able to be like, whoa, hold on now, what do you remember? Ooh, damn, I hope they shed light on that. I hope we get to see that. You were kidnapped? I thought Babylonia always arranged a flight to bring you back, no?
Who do you think I am, the commander?
Well...
What about you? Why are you here?
Please, follow me. Looking at your bandaged left foot, he carefully proposes. Should I carry you?
I can walk.
Don't be mad, Commandant. I didn't mean to look down on you. Oh, why don't you wear my shoes?
That's not necessary.
But he acts much faster than you can speak. That is when you notice something unusual.
Zong, are you a construct?
Not many people know about it. After all, I'm not as impressive as other constructs. He scratches his head embarrassed and puts his shoes on you. Seeing what the clone went through, one can imagine. Yeah. Yeah. Seeing what the clone went through, yeah. I have a feeling we went through something similar. Technically our clone. True. Technically, it is our clone. So, seeing what we went through, I can only imagine it was probably of the same similar fate of what we went through. Or what our clone went through. Okay, here we go. So, I didn't want others to find out. Let's go, Commandant. You follow Zong through the forest to a cave. You find a battered figure there.
Is that, Watanabe?
Yep, it's the boss. But he hasn't woken up since the attack. I heard that a mind connection can fix almost anything with the mind. So, use your connection to do something already, Commandant.
Don't believe in rumors. And a mind connection isn't a cure-all.
Huh?
And we don't have the equipment here.
Isn't a mind connection just a plug and play? They weren't commandants yet when I became a construct. That's all I'm explaining, seeing how skeptical you are. Oh, that's right! I forget. He's got a kid face, but he's been here for a minute. He's been here for a minute. Oh, well, what should we do then?
We need to find a place. Somewhere outside of Babylonia or Forsaken. Somewhere that has equipment.
It can't be too far away either. As you ponder, the name and place pops in your mind. With many constructs living there, it would have the basic equipment you'd need. Plug and play. Dude, I'm saying.
Oh! New Oakley!
New Oakley! Zong and you say it out loud at the same time.
You know that place too?
I escorted Jada there before. She'll know what to do.
Who?
Oh, God, excuse me. I burped as I was trying to voice.
You come at the right time. The Forsaken just left at the ransack of the town.
Actually, we've been staking out nearby for a long time.
Did you really have to let them know, Commandant?
Ha! Quite smart, aren't you? We'll make sure that we won't sign with them.
I hope you can understand.
You should go hide in the basement of that abandoned tavern first. I'll inform Jada.
Thank you.
I'm not an ungrateful person. New Oakley doesn't turn away its friends. Everything you've done will not be in vain.
Better find USB wine to connect. Just like that, you finally have a place to stay after months of hardship. The long process of awakening comes afterward. During this time, you piece together the truth bit by bit from Zong's accounts and the information gathered from the outside world. Okay, now we're back at the present here, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're back at the present. Let's get going too, Commandant. Watanabe has driven away, heading to his battlefield.
Yeah.
And so you must fulfill your part of the deal too. Okay. God, as much as I would love to keep going, we're at a really good spot though. We're at a really good spot for everything that's been happening. So, we're going to leave it there for now. Because I think we still have... we're 75%. Fuck! Part of me wants to just say fuck it and just get it done. Because we're at a good spot, though. We're at a good spot. But it's like... It's tempting. Very, very tempting to just get it done. Cause I can't. I know as much as I like to. I know as much as I like to. I gotta pace myself here. I gotta pace myself. I can't jump the gun, get too ahead of myself now. All right, so hey, exactly. Can't forget. I won't overextend myself. All right, we gonna leave it here for today. We're gonna leave it here for today. That way I still have enough time to do what I need to do before I get going. So. All right. We ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna continue on today. But I will show you guys the sneak peek though. All right. I will show you guys the sneak peek. Okay. Let me pull it up. Let me get it ready to roll for everyone to see it. Okay. Now. Oh god, my cheeks are fucking hurting from smiling like that. All right. For those who are still here, you are about to see another sneak peek. And on top of that, I will be posting a sneak peek again, but on shorts. That way, people who do watch my shorts on the regular get an idea of what's gonna happen here. Okay, now I gotta find one that will work. I don't want to do that one. I'm not gonna do that one. I'm not gonna do that one. Okay. Which one do I want? Because there's a lot. There's a lot of moments. There's a lot of moments that I can pull. The longer it takes for you to finish the story, I can run ahead of you. Hey, hey, you all been the plug on helping me understand some things. So I mean, hey. Will the sneak peek be fully released in the near future? The sneak peek will be the beginning. So when I post a short, it'll just be like a couple seconds into the very beginning. We can gather knowledge to help you P1. Hey, I know. Hey, I know. Okay. Oh God, there's so many good moments. But I don't want to spoil most of it because you know what? Here, I got one. And I'll tell you what, I just got it done. I got it done last night. I got this snippet done tonight or last night. So I'll show this little bit. I don't mind showing this bit. Right there. The reading is quite fast, so you don't catch up. Hey, I'm pacing really good on the story. Okay, all right, I got a bit. I got a bit for you guys. Let me pull it up. Okay. Now, this is something I worked on last night. I don't want to show all of it, but I'll show enough. So, okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to see another exclusive sneak peek on the short film that will be coming out hopefully tomorrow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. I don't know how much I'm going to show of it, but I'm going to show enough to where I feel satisfied of showing it. All right, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
What's going on?
Hey, quick play, get in line. We need to get going. Let's move out.
Whoa, look at that. What the hell is that? You think we're going up here?
Boom. All right. That's all I'm going to show. All I'm gonna show right now. All I'm gonna show right now. But now the reason why I had to do my own sound effects was because a lot of this game footage had its own cutscene, but the music was playing over it, so I couldn't afford to put that in without getting a copyright hit. So I was like, fuck it, we're just gonna go off of my own brain and see what I like of it. So now it doesn't tell a whole lot right now. Give me time though, whenever I do get done with it, because it'll play a part. It'll play a part later down the road. So that's all I'm gonna show. Y'all gonna have to wait for the rest of it to come out. Okay? Y'all gonna have to wait for the rest of it to come out. But that's the sneak peek. I'm gonna have, like I said, I'm gonna have one more sneak peek coming out tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. I'm gonna have one more sneak peek coming out today. And it'll be good. That sneak peek will be crazy. When it comes out. So that cutscene will strike you. Ask me how I know. I don't even know if I want to know. How do you know? Don't get burnt out that we will be looking forward to it when you release it for real. Hey, all good. Here's the thing. When I do editing, I'm only going like very small spurts. I'll go for maybe like an hour and a half, maybe. Because that's where all my deep work goes into play. And then once I'm satisfied, then I'll go back. Then I'll take a break. Then I'll come back and do like little small tweaks, and then I'll be done for that day. So they take a little bit longer, but it's because I take longer breaks, so that way, I don't get burnt out. And that's the same thing with me streaming on PGR. I don't really play PGR like that as much as I used to, just because I want to keep myself paced. I want to keep myself keep going. That's why I'm able to consistently put out content on PGR on the shorts every day. That's why I'm consistently able to enjoy PGR every time I stream. That's why I'm consistently able to enjoy making the short films, albeit sometimes I have the moments, but it's because I rest even harder than what I do when I'm doing the work. And that's how the longevity comes into play, and that's what my legacy will be as I continue to grow into this channel, into blossoming and what it is. And so that way, whenever I get big and people will be like, how did you do it? Resting and being able to do it for a long period of time, knowing that something good will come out of it. So, okay, I'm gonna leave that tab open because I'm gonna be working on it here when I come back from eating my breakfast and doing what I need to do after that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all so much for watching. I'm very grateful that you all have decided to watch me. You did not have to watch me because I know time is very precious in this world, and you guys decided to spend the time with me, and I thank you guys so much for that. I don't take it for granted at all. So, big things. Like I said, big announcements. Short film coming out hopefully tomorrow. We will be attempting to finish chapter 27 again Tuesday. I don't know how far we're going to get, but we're going to try to get it done on Tuesday. And then we're getting closer to the next arc. So that's also going to be good. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for showing up and for being here. Another great stream as always. Another good stream in the books. Everyone, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you all Tuesday morning, 6 a.m. We will be attempting to finish chapter 27, Aeon Reforged. All right, I'm out. Peace.